broadcasting live from Altamont, Kansas, upon the footprint of Labette County High School within the historic walls of Harrison Gymnasium. Grizzly basketball is on the air. The Lady Grizzlies will play host tonight to the Vikings, but not the usual Vikings from Parsons, the non-conference Vikings from Winfield. Two teams that have struggled this season, but the Lady Grizzlies playing better overall with a win over Coffeyville on Friday. They got their record to 5-9 on the year, which certainly is not where we have been, but let's quit talking about that. These Lady Grizzlies have improved and have looked much more sharp of late.
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the last things we talked about after last week's game was this is not the same ball club we saw 7 weeks ago in late November, early December. I mean, it is drastically different. Playing looser, playing with a little confidence. Everyone kind of has their role. Players are stepping up. Coach Ballmer's really mixing up some different matchups. So, I really feel like this Grizzly team has made massive strides this year. So, it's been a lot of fun to watch them progress.
In Labette County's sweep, and it was a complete sweep of Coffeyville on Friday, all of the Grizzly teams won from freshman, JV to varsity. All of them were victorious over Coffeyville. It was a 52-46 final score victory for Our Lady Grizzlies, a season high on offensive point total, 52 points, led by Peyton Davis with 15 points. She really seems to be catching her stride at the varsity level, a standout player at Altamont Grade School, her 7th and 8th grade seasons in junior high ball, and has really been a standout player for us this season, but really seems to be coming into form over the last couple weeks in particular. Had some big quarters for us in Burlington too.
Oh yeah, I think she's just finally kind of letting the game come to her. She was trying so hard early on to almost force some things to happen. Of course, she's always been a tremendous defender. She gets 5 or 6 steals a game at least. So, but offensively, she's really settled down, and just whatever the defense gives her now, she takes that and doesn't try to force too much. So, yeah, tremendous player.
The visiting team tonight comes in with a 1-12 record on the season. They are at the bottom of the standings in the West Substate Class 4A rankings. Labette County 5-9 on the year in the East Substate rankings in Class 4A, just in between Parsons High School and Baldwin. Down in the lower third of the rankings are the Lady Grizzlies. A shakeup in tonight's starting lineup due to Keely Good being out with an illness tonight, and I don't see Keely over there. I mean, I figured if she was sick she wouldn't be here, so I'm assuming she might be one of our viewers tonight. So Keely, certainly hope that you're feeling better and can be with the team later this week, and hope you enjoy the broadcast. So she won't be in the starting lineup tonight. It will be for Coach Ballmer, number 12, a 5'7" sophomore, Jackie Schull. Number 13, a 5'5" senior guard, Millie Carnahan. Number 40, a 5'10" senior forward, Amory Baker. Number 52, a 6-foot-tall sophomore who plays center for us, Kaylin McCoy. And then number 21, a 5'9" freshman guard, Peyton Davis. For the Winfield Vikings under head coach Jason Vinjon, number 1, a 5'3" sophomore, Ansley McCaslin. Number 2, a 5'2" sophomore, Paisley Curtis. Number 4, a 5'8" senior, Addison Flayton. Number 10, a 5'9" sophomore, Carson Hutto. And number 34, a 5'11" sophomore, Ashlyn Vin John. Last season, Labette County played at Winfield, where they were victorious 49-21. Amelia Carnahan had some success against them last year, posting 6 points. That was back when Labette County had a young lady named Landry O'Brien who led us in scoring just about every night. But certainly looked to hopefully have some success here in some non-conference play before SEK play resumes on Friday against a one-win Winfield team. You'd like to think Labette County could get out of here with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see here. Winfield's got a young team. They start 4 sophomores. I think you mentioned that. And although they have a fairly poor record, they might play in a different league. You know, sometimes that's hard to judge. So here we go. Let's see what happens.
Labette County wins the tip. A Peyton Davis 3 bangs off the rim. Rebound Millie Carnahan. Jackie Schull misses on a jumper. Fought for, and Winfield has it. A really unique signal here from Coach Vin John. He's waving a black towel over his head, perhaps to signal the play that he wants to be ran.
Kind of reminds me of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, the terrible towels.
Terrible towels.
Yeah, that's right. Shot, though, missed. Here's Labette County left to right. Peyton Davis at the rim misses. McCoy is there near travel, but got the ball off. And a foul quickly here on Curtis for Winfield.
Well, as per usual, in any ball game, the first 3-4 times up and down the floor, you know, you get a little bit of everything. So both teams haven't settled in yet to a game. So we'll just see how the scramble goes here.
McCoy trying to impose her will, has it rejected out of play by Vin John. It will stay with Labette County. The Lady Grizzlies donning white uniforms with red Grizzlies on the chest and numbers front and back, with some gold trim sprinkled in as well. Vikings in road blue uniforms with white striping and Winfield on the chest and numbers on the front and back. Here's a missed shot by Carnahan. Rebound Vikings.
Well, the Grizzlies have had some shots so far, so if that's any indication, if we can get some to fall, that'd be real good.
McCaslin gets past Davis, and a whistle and a foul called on Carnahan, who thought she had a clean jump ball. And a couple of the officials that were officiating the JV game prior to this one stayed and are a part of the crew for the varsity games.
Yep.
And they were calling some fouls, and so we'll see if that continues here.
Yeah, hopefully we have, you know, a pretty clean game that just kind of moves along and develops some flow. Millie does such a good job of getting steals. She's used to doing that, kind of coming up from behind the defender and stealing the ball. That time got called for a foul.
Vin John keys the ball into play. Neither team has scored yet tonight. Just over a minute into the game. Here's a nice effort and a finish at the rim by McCaslin.
Yeah, 34, Vin John did a nice job of kind of screening out there and giving her player a really open look at a layup.
Skip pass from Jackie Schull, getting the start in place of Keely Good, who is out with an illness tonight. Carnahan weaves in traffic, has her shot blocked by Vin John, who's having a big impact early. Rebound Visitors.
Yeah, Millie likes that shot. That's kind of a tough little floater, how she goes across there, but she makes most of those attempts.
Ball being worked around the horn. Vikings left wing. Nice bounce pass inside. Layup good from Flayton. And Winfield up 4-0 here early.
Well, Labette County's had a lot of looks, but none of ours have been that good. Winfield's had 2 real nice little short shots.
Peyton Davis with a ball fake. Throws to Carnahan right wing. Baker right elbow. Deep pass McCoy. Not complete. Winfield on the deck. McCoy joins them, and a held ball will send it to Labette County. It's 4-0 Vikings. 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. Here comes McKinley Baker in for McCoy.
See if Labette County here can have a good defensive stand here, maybe get a transition point. That'd kind of get us going.
Right to left, Hutto throws the ball to Vin John. Labette County showing pressure. Right now they handle it well. Curtis up ahead. Oh, and a 10-second violation called by the back judge.
Interesting.
And it'll be Labette County possession. Coach Vin John asking a couple questions to the official right here below us. That was kind of a unique 10-second call.
It did seem a little quick, and it's seldom called from the official. I mean, an official's going to tell you, I can make a call anywhere on the floor, I'm sure, but you are kind of stepping on the toes of the head official, trailing the play. 5:30
to play first quarter. Labette County 0, Winfield 4. Carnahan, heart of the floor, right side Davis. Looks for Baker, throws it to her. It's Amory. The other Baker, McKinley, post up as well. Amory forces one up, and she will shoot 2 free throws. A place where she finds herself oh so often. Amory Baker at the free throw line to try to get Labette County on the board.
Yeah, and Amory's such another dynamic player down there. I've always loved her patience. She catches the ball inside. The first thing she does is kind of look and feel where the defender's at and then pivots out of it. So does a nice job.
First free throw good for Baker. The second one is good. Falls over the front of the rim. Labette County cuts the deficit in half. It's 4-2. Right to left, here comes Winfield into the teeth of the Grizzly press. Flayton dribbles in between a couple white jerseys, pitches it to McCaslin, jump stops. She's in a sandwich of Carnahan and Baker and throws out of it. Now under 5 minutes to play first quarter. Kick out, nice look for Curtis, is no good. And the ball is going to be saved. Whose is it? Vikings hustle and win. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Winfield at the buzzer misses. And a shot clock violation's called. I think Coach Vinjohn's right. The shot clock should have reset because Curtis's 3 hit the rim, did it not? Or did she airball it, fellas?
You know what? I didn't pick up on it, but the ball's in play, so it's kind of a moot point now, but that would have been a legit gripe.
Or no, am I brain farting? If the ball hits the rim on offense and you get the rebound, it goes back to maybe not a full 35. Yeah, no, it does, yeah. Here's Labette County underneath. That was odd. They don't score. In fact, they turn it over, and here come the Vikings right to left in kind of a weird, odd Tuesday night game.
Yeah, so far nothing's kind of settled into routine here. Both teams are kind of just scrambled right now. We'll see if both teams can kind of get into some kind of rhythm here maybe.
Deep right wing, McCaslin throws to the middle of the floor to Curtis. Back to McCaslin, 3. No. Saved again by Hutto, but Jackie Scholl is there to pick it up for Labette County.
Look for Labette County to try to push that a little bit. So far, our offense has been forced to shoot outside.
Davis, nice drive, missed a tough floater, and that is out of bounds. Off of the right hand of Flayton, and Labette County will keep it into the game for Winfield the first time tonight. Haley Turner, another sophomore. They start 4 sophomores, and here comes a 5th off the bench in Turner.
Yeah, it looks like Winfield's certainly building for the next few years.
Free throw missed by three-pointer missed by Carnahan. Rebound Peyton Davis, and she was bumped and fouled. So with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's Labette County 2, Winfield 4, and that's 3 team fouls on the visitors. And quickly, in comes McCaslin. Didn't get much of a break. Backdoor, McKinley Baker rises, fires and misses. Tipped out of play off the Vikings again. Correction, the officials say, off of Labette County, and it will be Winfield ball. Kylie Roberts in the game 2 for Labette County, and here comes Jackie Scholl back in for Davis.
I think the refs got that right. That was off Labette County, so that was a good job there working together.
Ball is in play, and the 4-2 low-scoring affair continues. 3:15 to go in the quarter, and a foul on Labette County. Jackie Scholl, the team's second and her first.
Thought we had a travel there. I feel like our pressure's giving them a little bit of fits. They look a little angst when they have the ball. We just haven't capitalized on that yet.
Winfield throws it into the paint to McKenna Meeker, a senior off the bench. Labette County with a nice steal. Here they come left to right. They've yet to make a field goal tonight. McKinley Baker misses a little hook. Vikings with it with 2:50 to go in the first quarter.
Look at Carnahan.
Man, how about Amelia Carnahan working hard and getting the steal. Throws it off to Roberts. One more to Scholl. Missed the layup. Rebound Winfield. Oh my. What a sequence that came up empty.
Some beautiful passes, quick passes, just couldn't get the bunny to go down. So that's better play, though, by Labette County.
Wide open three-point shot clanks off from Hutto. Kaylin McCoy clears space, and Labette County sluggish early. McCoy looks to change that. Nice step, and the shot is good. We're tied at 4.
Transition, McCoy kicked it out quick. Carnahan pressed it up. We got a good inside look. I think we need to speed it up just like that.
Jump ball forced right as Winfield crossed the timeline, and Labette County gets the benefit of the possession arrow. So the ball game is tied at 4 with 2 minutes to go in the first, and Labette County will have it.
Kind of feel like we're trying to get something going here. Maybe we can get another score here and pour it on.
Nice steal from Hutto on the entry pass for Labette County.
That was a good look. She was open. That pass had to be a little bit higher, though.
So Labette County will have to wait perhaps a little longer to get their first lead of the ball game. Three-pointer in the corner. Looked good 99% of the way by Hutto. Then a fairly soft foul called on McCaslin here, but we'll take it. That knots the team fouls at 3 apiece, and the first on McCaslin. Ball game tied at 4-4, nearing the end of the first period.
Yeah, hopefully both teams kind of figure this out. You know, you have to adjust to the officials, so I hate to see both teams getting a bunch of fouls called tonight.
Peyton Davis swings the ball to Kylie Roberts in the corner. Deep catch for Baker. Amory up and under, missed it, kind of had it blocked, contested by Vinjon. Ball on the deck, and a held ball will give it to Winfield.
Man, Baker battling inside, arms and bodies everywhere. I mean, she did the right thing. I mean, that gets called a foul most of the time, but a good no call.
This is a Lady Grizzly team that's won 2 of their last 3 games and 3 of their last 6 going back that far. Here's a throwaway by the Vikings. So they've played so much better, and even in that loss in the middle of the Burlington week against Ottawa, a great team.
Yes.
It was a 3-point game in the third quarter, and then it kind of blew open, but we've just seen kind of a much cleaner, crisper version of Lady Grizzly basketball the last 3 weeks.
Yes, we sure have.
Jackie Shull played well at Burlington, misses a 3 here. Again, Shull getting the start in place of Keely Good out tonight with a sickness, and Amory Baker is fouled underneath, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. That's the 5th team foul on the Vikings.
Jackie Shull had a good look, about canned it. She's a nice little player, too, that's really been playing well.
Baker's first attempt misses. The second free throw does as well, but it gives McCoy a chance to tip it out. Amory tries to correct the free throw, misses with a jumper, and it's poked out of play by the Vikings. Jackie Shull to inbound, 44 seconds opening period. Ball goes in. Davis, right side of the floor, entry pass Baker. She's gotten a lot so far. Here's Shull from 15 feet. Yes!
Some good ball movement, inside, outside, kick it in, kick it out, open shot. Well done there.
McCaslin throws to Flayton. Ball went in between her grasp. Her pass is stolen by Baker. An early held ball is called, but it will stay with Labette County. Already 4 jump balls in tonight's contest. So the Grizzlies up 6-4, their first lead of the game. Slow start for both units.
Starting to see our pressure kind of work a little bit. Winfield looks a little anxious on the press here.
Kylie Roberts, left corner, bounce pass to Shull, wants another jumper, won't find this one. And then a foul coming down on the rebound. Flayton grabbed it for Winfield, and a foul is on Roberts, the team's third. 6 seconds to play in the first period. Winfield has to hustle. 1 second. Davis did a nice job not fouling, and the shot is no good from Hutto at the buzzer. So at the end of one, it's Labette County 6, Winfield 4. When we return in 1 minute here on KLKC, we will present you with tonight's girls trivia question.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans. Tonight's Lady Grizzly trivia question. Again, submit your answers. I know it's kind of unconventional for now. We're going to try to work something out in the future so everybody that maybe doesn't have YouTube or our cell phone numbers can participate. But submit your questions in the comment section of the live stream on YouTube or text them to myself or Dad. And if you get it right, we'll name you off on the broadcast. But I'll name the question to you in a second. We have a couple turnovers taking place. Right now, Labette County will have possession with 7:45 to go in the second quarter. Labette County leads 6-4. Jackie Scholl throws it into Davis. Right back to Jackie. Open from deep. Too strong. Rebound Winfield.
I like that little inbounds play. It's kind of a reflex. You kick it out, then back to the same corner to the person who threw the ball in. They generally have a pretty good look, so just able to capitalize that time.
Winfield in a half-court set. A low-scoring game in a non-conference game on a Tuesday here in Altamont, and Winfield throws it away. So we kind of hit you pretty hard on Friday with some deep history about Labette County Grizzly basketball. Tonight we're going to soften the blow a little bit. What Lady Grizzly has the record for most steals in a season? What Lady Grizzly holds the record for the most steals in a single season? Winfield turns it over one more time, and so Labette County will have it. And man, the door's open for Labette County to go up 8-10 points. However, there's also avenues you could say the same for Winfield.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like we're the better team tonight. We haven't been able to really get any stretch here, but I really feel like we're going to go on a little run here in a little bit and string off 4 to 6 points.
Labette County turns it over. Here come the Vikings right to left. 6:40, second quarter. Millie Carnahan, another steal and a beautiful outlet pass to Davis, whose layup is good. What a pretty steal by Millie. And then a rainbow outlet pass resulted in 2 points.
That's how you get it going. Then you get a block or a steal here on this press right again.
Davis's first points of the night. Here comes Winfield. Labette County with a little bit more pep in their step here. McCaslin steps into a three and misses. Vinjon runs down the rebound. Her pass inside deflected and stolen by Amory Baker.
Nice job there by Baker, fighting and being in position to get the rebound.
Carnahan splits the blue sea, finds Amory, almost got the and one. And so Baker again, man, I don't say it in a dreadful or negative thing, I mean it in a good way. She shoots a lot of free throws.
Yeah.
Is so good at getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, just finds a way when she has the ball down low to just go up into even, a lot of heavy cover, just takes it to him and draws a lot of fouls.
First one is off the mark. under 6 minutes to play. It's 8-4 Labette County. Baker misses both. And this rebound is off of Flayton for the Vikings, so it'll stay with Labette County. Aaron Dickens in the game for the Grizzlies. Here's a play. Thrown in. Baker stripped of the ball, but they say a foul on the Vikings, so that is 3 team fouls in the first 2 minutes for the visitors in what continues to be a sluggish game.
Yeah, we still have almost 6 minutes left in the quarter. And yeah, already strung up 3 fouls for Winfield, so.
Right wing is Carnahan. Davis gives a little ball fake and throws to Dickens left wing. Entry pass, pinballed and stolen. The Vikings have it. Dickens threw that one into some traffic.
Yeah, girls are doing a good job of trying to get the ball inside. Occasionally we force it, but we're learning.
Carson Moore set to check in at the next dead ball for Labette County, and that will come right now as there is a foul, I believe, or was it a held ball? It looks like it was a held ball, and it'll be Labette County possession. Carson Moore comes in for Anne-Marie Baker. We have our first timeout called of the ball game. It's Labette County 8, Winfield 4. 5.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. We'll be back to Altamont in 30 seconds on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
Welcome in, basketball fans. We very much appreciate you listening or watching. I'm Jack Leake III. Alongside me is my father, Jack Leake Jr., and Jonathan Dusher on the YouTube live stream. Carson Moore, her or someone else. I thought maybe she traveled, but we have a 3-second violation on somebody. Nonetheless, a turnover for Labette County results in Viking possession. Moore got poked in the eye there as she's still kind of wiping her eye on defense. And a layup is good in transition by Hutto.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Hutto. No one stopped the ball. We talk about that all the time. You have to sacrifice yourself and go stop the ball.
Dickens fouled going up, and she will shoot 2 free throws for Labette County. The Grizzlies there for a few sequences really had Winfield sped up. There was a steal, a long pass and a layup, a couple turnovers, and you look up and it's 8-6 after all those positive moments defensively. Still a close game. Dickens misses the front end.
Yeah, I think you come up against a team that has 1 win on the season. I feel like if we can get up 6 points or 8 points, I'm not saying they'll quit, but oftentimes you can kind of, take over a game on a team that hadn't had too much success this year.
Labette County, or Dickens, misses both free throws, and the Grizzlies are 2 of 8 from the free throw line. And another held ball. Winfield has it this time. Into the game for the first time is Ava West, another sophomore, a very young Winfield team. She checks in for McCaslin. Winfield can tie or take the lead on this possession, but Peyton Davis has something to say about that. Carnahan was wide open, but she was kind of tunnel visioned there. But a foul on Winfield in transition will send her to the line. That is the 5th team foul on Winfield. Labette County 0 fouls in the second quarter, 4:40 left in it.
Yeah, that is a little bit of an imbalance. I mean, I haven't seen any glaring mistakes necessarily, but as a coach and a fan, that's always frustrating when your team has way more fouls than the other. And I think Coach Van John is a little bit upset about that.
Davis misses the first free throw. Second one falls home.
Another chance here for the Grizzlies now to get their press set up, maybe get a steal and an easy bucket.
Carnahan went for the steal but didn't quite get it. Right to left, Winfield breaks it. Dribble handoff, Hutto harassed by Schull. Handoff here to West. She'll eye up the defense. Three-pointer for Hutto is good, and we're tied at 9. They've gotten good looks from 3. They just hadn't made all of them.
Yeah, just like that, right when I think we're going to kind of get some separation, it's tie game, so Winfield playing tough too.
Carnahan for 3 to answer. No. Rebound Hutto, and a foul going the other way on Jackie Schull. Right after that three-pointer went in for Hutto, Coach Vinjon turned around and grabbed a red-colored towel and started waving it around in the air. I've never in my life, I like it, I've just never seen play calls sent in by a colored towel.
Yeah, me either. It's interesting, but you know how it is sometimes to try to scream something in when the gym's noisy. I've seen coaches pat their head and do different things, you know, hand signals, but you can't miss the towel. I mean, at a glance, you know what the play call is.
It's a red Kansas City Chiefs championship towel. I can't tell what date's on it, but I know it's not 2026. That was a good one.
You're going to get some hate mail now.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one. 9-9 is the score. We had a long pass tumble out of play, and they discussed who it was out on, and they say Winfield. So this, man, I'm going to run out of words. I've said ugly, sluggish, and slow. I'm going to need some more. Jonathan, come up with some. But it is just a weird game so far. Labette County trying to reclaim a lead. McCoy, nice move. Left-hander misses. And it's rebounded by Flayton of Winfield.
That was a beautiful move by McCoy there. Went left-handed, stayed patient, got a good shot.
And another held ball is called. And this time the possession arrow gives it to Labette County. Man, it seems like the Grizzlies have got a lot of possession arrows tonight, even though it's 50%. Here's McCoy working hard and got caught traveling. When that move works for her, it's so effective, but it is close to a travel each time, just kind of how she moves on that left foot.
Yeah, she'll get it all figured out. Just keep trying that, keep doing that, keep going hard. She's tall, she's got a nice move, so hopefully she'll just keep attacking.
Carnahan swarms in, and another jump ball with 3:12 to play in the half. Your score's 9-9, and this arrow is pointing towards the ladies in blue, and that's Winfield, of course. Ball goes in to Turner, and a long pass is intercepted by Baker. She'll have it poked free by Hutto. Ball is free, picked up by Labette County, and here they come left to right. And the ref stopped play while Labette County had transition. Oh, Baker.
Yeah.
Baker's hurt. Good catch by the official. I didn't know why he blew the play dead, but Amory Baker might have hit her head. She is walking off the floor very gingerly and is talking to all 3 coaches. I didn't see what happened, but it appears like her head got bonked or something. Jonathan, did you get a glimpse?
Yeah, she took out, when she was diving for the ball, took out the Winfield player's legs, and the Winfield player fell on her.
Thank you, and yeah, very much hope she's all right. Definitely not a head injury, we hope not. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. It's 9-9. Davis wants a 3 and gets a 3 from the top of the key. Nylon for Peyton Davis.
Yeah, and that one clap, and then she breaks down ready to defend, so she's getting pumped up, get a steal here, turnover.
The Vikings do throw it away, so the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds is a little more important for Winfield than it is Labette County, I think, just from a standpoint of kind of how it seems like they might match up. You know, Winfield coming in at 1-12, but goodness, they've hung right with us, and Labette County's 5-9. So
yes, yeah, and the one, like we talked about, the 12 teams they played are different than the teams we played.
They're in a good league over there, too, yeah. I mean, we are too, but it just talks to.
Yes, yeah, it's hard to compare that, yeah.
McKinley Baker travels. And so Winfield gets it back. The moments where Labette County has had a chance to really crank it, they haven't been able to. Here comes Turner. Cut off, throws out. Here's Meeker, right back to Turner, defended by Davis, a spectacular defender. Entry pass to Meeker, who switched pivot feet and traveled. Turnover Winfield with 1:58 to go in the half.
I really feel like our defense has them flustered. I mean, they've made some nice shots, but can't help but feel like we can break this game open here a little bit.
Davis given room and wants another. Hit the front of the rim and fell off. Rebounded by Flayton. Outlet pass to Hutto.
That's a deep three, but boy, it looked good the whole way.
Turner to tie the game. Short, and it is saved somehow into the hands of Hutto. And another jump ball forced by Amelia Carnahan. She's forced most of them tonight. Possession Labette County yet again.
Yeah, Millie won't let you just sit there and dally that ball in front of her. She's going to poke it out or grab it, so lesson learned.
Davis throws to Baker. It's McKinley. Still no sign of Amory Baker returning to play. Left the game pretty gingerly earlier after hitting the deck and then being fallen upon by a Winfield player. Another 3-second violation called on Labette County, the second one tonight. Here comes Ginger Weathers into play for Kaylin McCoy. 1:17 remains in the half. It's just 12-9 Labette County.
Yeah, we've given up 2 possessions just off 3-point violations. That's 2 attempts at scoring. And, you know, 3-second violations, we know better than that. That's just a mental error there. So we need to clean that up for sure.
And I also think that it's just the nature of being a human. Some officials look for certain things more than others, because there's all kinds of instances where a 3-second violation's like a hold on an offensive lineman in the NFL. You could call it probably way more than you should or you could, I guess. Maybe they're just looking for it. Here's Hutto working left to right. Tough shot, might have been tipped. It went out of bounds off of Winfield, and Labette County has possession. So damage control, I know that's not what they're trying to do, but as far as Winfield staying in the game and not letting it get crazy, mission accomplished.
Yep.
Labette County's failed to put the foot down. Weathers moving around, left hand hook shot, good. Weathers enters, Weathers scores.
How nice was that? Looked right, went left, shot left. That was really a great job there.
Another foul called on Labette County with 37 seconds to play in the half. It's now 14-9 Labette County. Ginger Weathers played by far her best game in a varsity Grizzly uniform in the Circle tournament in the third and final day. She maybe missed 1 field goal against Collegiate and had X amount of points. I'll have to look back. Hutto traveled, but a foul prior on McKinley Baker, so the officials making up for the foul count a little late in the quarter. So that's 4 team fouls on Labette County now. Turner to throw the ball in. Winfield needs a bucket here before halftime, down by 5. It's thrown in over the top to McCaslin, dribbles with the right hand, throws off to Hutto for 3, short off the rim, rebound Baker, it's McKinley, outlet to Carnahan, big chance for the Grizzlies. Left to right, Carnahan, outlet to Davis. Head fake and drive in the paint, back to Millie, squares up from deep, short, tipped out, here comes Hutto. 8 seconds on the clock, switches hands, looks at the scoreboard, 5 seconds, continues to churn downhill and travels with 2.7 left in the half.
Well, we'll see what we can do with this 2.7. Maybe get it thrown in, a couple of dribbles, and get a shot off.
14-9, Labette County leads with 2.7 seconds remaining in the half. Kylie Roberts throws it to Carnahan, a decent look. It was blocked by Flayton. A nice play there by Winfield. Buzzer sounds, and at the end of 2 quarters of play, it's Labette County 14, Winfield 9. Before we step aside for our halftime break, a reminder of our trivia question. Who holds the record in Lady Grizzlies basketball for the most steals recorded in not a single game, but in a single season. Who holds the record for the most steals in a single season in Lady Grizzly basketball history? Okay, let's step aside for 5 minutes, and when we return, we will have our Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. We'd like to thank a few other sponsors for allowing our broadcast to take place. That includes Labette Health, the Bartlett Co-op, Labette Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, Tank Connection, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, the Unified School District of USD 506, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Idea Tech, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Labette County leads Winfield in the ladies contest at halftime, 14-9 the final score in a very, needless to say, low scoring and sloppy contest.
It's always so hard to put your finger on. Sometimes we were visiting a little bit over the break here. Last week against Coffeyville, we scored, 29 in the first half? And here we sit at 14. And, you know, in sports, you just can't, like against Coffeyville, the ball was falling, things were flowing, you know, the energy was here. And there's just something about sports when momentum's on your side and things are going your way, it spreads and your teammates start making shots. And so far tonight, we just have never really got rolling. And so, you know, credit Winfield, I suppose, for some of that too. But I'd like to see us just string together, I keep saying this, 2 to 3 good possessions, make a basket, get a stop. And I really think still we can win this ball game by 10, 12 points.
Leading scorer for Labette County in the first half was Peyton Davis with 6 points. And then 4 other Grizzlies chipped in 2. Amory Baker, Jackie Scholl, Kaylin McCoy, and Ginger Weathers came in. And, I mean, she's got the best point-to-minute ratio of anyone on the team. She came in for a minute, scored 2 points. For Winfield, Hutto has 5. Flayton and McCaslin each chipped in 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 6, Winfield 4, and then Labette County bested the visitors 8-5 in the second quarter, giving us our halftime total 14-9 in favor of Labette County. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second half of play.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Labette County called for a foul on their first defensive possession of the third quarter. The foul goes on Kaylin McCoy, her first. And with Amory Baker still not back, she hit the ground earlier and had a girl fall on her. She is sitting on the bench and watching, but kind of left the floor pretty lightly earlier in the second quarter. So 2 free throws for Winfield. One was good and one was missed. And the rebound is on the floor. And Labette County will have possession. So McKinley Baker in for the injured Amory Baker. And this team also without Keely Good tonight.
Yeah, thankfully we have, some nice depth and some good subs because, we're missing 2 good players right now. So doing a good job of trying to step up and fill the void.
Entry pass too high for McCoy. She couldn't corral it. Here comes Winfield with the basketball left to right. Vin John tried to throw it in to Flayton, but Peyton Davis soared in and poked it out of bounds. This Winfield team, they're 1-12, and if you just kind of watch body language, Coach Vin John's body language, I love it. They haven't quit. They haven't pouted. This is a team that is just emotionally and just characteristically very stable.
I see that too, and I think some of that is it's a young team, and they know in their minds they're 4 or 5 sophomores playing most of this varsity game. So, but I credit the coaching as well and the character of the players. So that was noticeable.
Couple things happened, and Labette County has the ball. 14-10 Grizzlies lead. There was a foul away from the ball. That's what it was on Vin John, her 3rd personal. Shot by McKinley Baker misses. Rebound Vikings, who have chances to get in this game. They're only down 4, but that's kind of the substance of this game. Hutto for 3, no good. Long rebound tracked down in the corner, then quickly stolen by Carnahan, and they're going to say out of bounds off of Vin John. Labette County will have it, but a 4-point lead, you feel comfortable in this game with a 4-point lead. So think about what a 10-point lead would feel like.
Yeah, feel a lot better than a 4-point lead. But the Grizzlies, just need to get something falling here.
Millie Carnahan swerves, is blocked by Vin John, playing with 3 personal fouls and still goes for the swat, and it is successful. Winfield with it, only down 4, 6.5 to play in the 3rd period.
Feel like Millie feels like she was fouled pretty hard down there earlier. Missed one maybe.
Hutto, quick trigger 3, no good. Rebound Carnahan underneath the hoop.
Nice job there by Millie. We talked so much about trying to get the rebound after one shot, limit the other team's possessions.
Carnahan open from deep, and the 3-pointer spun in and out. Rebound out of bounds off of Winfield. Labette County will have another bite at the apple here. Into the ball game is McKenna Meeker in for Vin John, who will sit with 3 personal fouls.
So close are the Grizzlies to getting a few of those to go down.
3-pointer for Schull in the corner. No. Out of bounds off of Hutto, and Labette County will have it. We've gotten the benefit of jump balls, of balls out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like we swatted that out to me, or our arm created the momentum to swat it out.
Yeah, even though the Winfield girl was closest to the ball and in front of us, you're right. The motion was Labette County. Here's McKinley Baker underneath. And a tie-up. We'll give it to Winfield. So just 1 point's been made by both these teams nearly 3 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, McKinley does a good job. I hope she'll continue to get the ball inside and just take it to the hoop.
Carnahan ran up and just tried to force another jump ball. Why not? It's honestly pretty smart. She ran up and put her hand on the ball, and now she's talking to the ref.
See that.
She said, "I didn't touch her, though." And he just tilted his head and looked at her. Then she smiled at him.
I was watching that same conversation.
Carnahan fighting for it. Such a good defender. Only her 2nd personal foul. Winfield will keep possession.
Yeah, she's a tremendous defender and rebounder and ball stealer, and makes a big difference.
Long 2 misses by Hutto, and Jackie Schull kind of dribbled into Winfield. And then a foul, I think, on Labette County. It should be anyways, kind of diving in on the ball. Yeah, they're going to get McKinley Baker, her 2nd, and the team's 3rd of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I like trying to push the ball and fast break, but Scholl that time would have been better off either kicking it out or pulling back a little bit.
Flayton, who's played well tonight, got a nice look inside, make that 2 good looks, but missed both. Rebound fought for. On the deck, Hutto throws out to McCaslin. Jumper good, and it's a 2-point game.
Well, they got 3 tries. I blame our rebounding right there. We got out-hustled and outworked, and Winfield scored.
Labette County led by 5 at halftime. Foul on Curtis. And Winfield has outscored Labette County 3-0 to open the second half. And I always think this way because it's fun. I mean, I know 3 points isn't a lot, but think about if Labette County was the team to open the second half 3-0.
Absolutely.
The Grizzlies would be up by 8 points.
Right.
Which isn't the case, but just kind of point being, it's a close game, so those margins matter.
Every possession's important.
McKinley Baker misses a turnaround jumper. Good looks. Carnahan sticks with it, gets a steal, and it's poked out, I think, by Flayton. Oh, a foul away from the ball. Wow. Is on Winfield. That's on Flayton, her second. Vinjon back in. Roberts throws it into Carnahan in the corner. McKinley, outlet to Carnahan, overhead whip inside, and a foul going up. 2 free throws coming up here in a moment for, into the ball game is Paisley Daniels. Is that 23?
Yes.
Okay, ponytail, I couldn't quite see. So first varsity minutes of the season for Paisley Daniels, misses the first free throw.
Yep.
Your roster says Overman, mine says Daniels. Second free throw, good. Jonathan, do you know, is it Paisley Overman or Paisley Daniels? Okay. I don't know why it has that in both these rosters. We need to figure that out.
Either way, she did a great job of getting the pass inside and going to the hoop and then making a free throw, so finally got the lid off for us.
So Labette County leads 15-12 with 4:20 to play in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor. It'll be Winfield ball when we return in 1 minute on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
Labette County leads Winfield 15-12 with 4:20 left in the third quarter. The Vikings will have possession here. They throw it in. Labette County in a zone. Here's Flayton, and a travel called on her. She's been her and Hutto have been the most active offensively for the Vikings, but points have been hard to come by.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll see if Coach Vollmer's got a little different idea here playing out defensively what she's going to do, man-to-man or zone.
McKinley Baker wants another free throw jumper and gets this one. She shot 3 or 4 of those and finally got one to go. The margin is 5.
Yeah, I love her mentality. She doesn't worry about misses. She takes good shots.
Jumper on its way and good for Hutto. And so when we finally score, they answer.
Funny how that comes. They kind of come in buckets like that. So maybe the Grizzlies can get it going too here.
Daniels throws to Davis. A three is canned. And Labette County, largest lead of the game, 20-14.
Time to build on it. Let's go with it while you got it. Let's get a stop and a steal and a score here.
McCaslin left to right. Cut off by Daniels, and a blocking foul called on the freshman, getting her first varsity minutes of the season. Amory Baker on the bench, injured. Keely Good home sick tonight. And so nice to see Paisley Daniels get in there and work hard. She subs out. Ginger Weathers in, and Kaylin McCoy in as well.
That was well done there by Paisley. She was just about a half a step from getting a charge. Just didn't quite give her enough room.
And they're going to have to wait a second, Weathers and McCoy, to check into the game because it is 2 free throws for McCaslin, as that was the 5th team foul on Labette County. And the first free throw is good for McCaslin, and that allows Weathers and McCoy to check into the ball game.
See if Winfield here can make this. We had a 6 or 7 point lead, and they're going to try to trim it back.
Second free throw misses by McCaslin. Rebound Labette County. Right to left, here comes Roberts and Labette County. McCoy in the paint, throws to Weathers, in between her hands, but Roberts is there to snag it. Back to McCoy, cut off, and another 3-second violation called. I don't doubt that they're happening, but we've had 3 called tonight, which tells me they are hawking the paint, the officials.
Kaylin's got to shoot that. She made such a nice pump fake and drive, and when she gets the ball anywhere within 8 foot of the bucket, she needs to go up with it.
Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Labette County 20, Winfield 15. Dump down pass, a triple team kick out, Hutto for 3. No, rebound McCoy.
Good rebound, good kick out. Let's see here if Carnahan slows it down or pushes it.
Roberts wasn't ready for the pass and didn't quite have her head in that possession, and she just got turned around in time and caught the ball from Carnahan and turned it over shortly after. And then guess what happened?
Yep.
I bet a few radio listeners could guess what I'm about to say.
Millie never gives up.
She forced a jump ball, and Labette County has possession. Wide open is Carnahan in the corner, didn't shoot the 3. Kaylin will shoot the 2 and get it to go.
It's exactly what she should do every time. She'll make some, she'll miss some. She's got to get past worrying about that.
Labette County's largest lead of the game, 7. Left to right. Turner wants a 3, missed it, didn't hit anything, and a held ball will keep it here. A reminder to stay tuned for our boys game that will follow the girls. Anticipate a good matchup. Winfield in a tough conference. Their record is 6-9, but that conference is a monster. And they've got one of the better players Labette County might see all year, a freshman, so stay tuned for that one. Here's a turnover from Winfield, right to left. Labette County pushes pace. Davis, head fake, that's pretty, but missed the layup. Rebound fought for, on the deck, Scholl with Turner. And another tie-up, Labette County keeps this one.
Sorry about that. It was probably my time to say something. I was responding to a listener, and I'm not coordinated enough to do both.
Tegan Shaw checks in for Labette County, a freshman. So 3 freshmen have seen the hardwood for Labette County tonight. Tegan Shaw, Peyton Davis, of course, and Paisley Daniels for the first time this year. Shaw dribbles and finds McCoy in the paint, kicks it to Weathers, back out Davis. She'll drive. Shaw wants a 2. Missed it short, barely. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Scholl on the offensive rebound and shot. And a foul on the rebound going the other way on Labette County's Jackie Scholl.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness there. We had our chances. Got some rebounds, fought for it, got some shots, got some looks. So that's what's going to win you the game if you can get multiple opportunities to score.
And the foul does send Hutto to the line. The first one is no good, as that is what Winfield does need to and needed to take advantage of, was the Labette County foul count was in the bonus. And so they need all these free throws they can get. They've shot 5 of them in the second half, and they've made 3, as the second one's good by Hutto. 22-16 is the score.
Grizzlies have another opportunity here to maybe get a good offensive showing down here. Yep.
Ginger Weathers gets the jumper to go. Just an efficient player.
She sure is. We got an 8-point lead here, so maybe we can. I keep hoping we get a little run going.
Oh, good hands by Shaw and Davis. Weathers on the collection off the steal, and a body bump foul on McCaslin, and 2 free throws for Labette County, as that's the 5th team foul on Winfield. Ginger Weathers at the line.
Kind of slowly starting to see the Lady Grizzlies kind of change their high fives, and so I kind of feel like they're feeling it themselves, that they can get something going here.
Weathers' first free throw is good. Excited to talk to Coach Vollmer, whether it be post-game or at halftime of the boys, and just hear her take on, all the different lineups she had played tonight with injuries and sickness going around. Weathers misses the second free throw, but McCoy is there, and she is fouled. 2 free throws for Kaylin McCoy.
Nice job, Kaylin, in good position. She caught it. She didn't bring the ball down to her stomach. She just kept it high and went up.
55 seconds to go in the third quarter. This game has just kind of lumbered on since the beginning, a low-scoring contest. McCoy misses the first free throw. Labette County very well might end 3 quarters of play tonight without hitting their total at halftime of the game Friday, which was 29 points. McCoy misses the second free throw, and is there another word for a jump ball? I've said jump, tie up, held ball. 50-50, yeah. I mean, it's been called 50 times tonight.
Yeah.
So.
I guess jump ball is probably the most universal phrase.
Weathers with a steal, almost traveled, so she had to throw it, and Winfield was able to intercept that pass. Labette County leads by 9. They've exchanged 2 for 1 off Winfield's free throws the last couple possessions, which has helped grow the lead. Hutto on the jumper, and it's good.
Just about to say how important this was to get one more stop so we could kind of continue this little train we got rolling here. So that kind of threw a cog in it.
10 points for Hutto. She leads all scores. Labette County leads by 7. 12 seconds, third quarter. Tegan Shaw drives, cut off, throws to Davis. 5 seconds, leans into a shot, misses. Carnahan, reverse, no. And the buzzer's going to sound here in a second. And Ginger Weathers took an awkward fall to the ground, but she's okay. And so at the end of 3, it's Labette County 25, Winfield 18. Back in 1 minute with the 4th and final quarter from Altamont.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
(25-18) the score. Labette County Lady Grizzlies in front. At the start of the 4th quarter. And we do have a winner of the trivia question tonight. Jenny Gartner.
Oh.
Guessed it right. Jordan O'Brien holds the record for the most steals in a single season. 2005 was the year, and 128 steals for Jordan O'Brien in the year 2005. So Jenny Gartner, nice job.
Yeah, J.O., I remember her. We've had some tremendous, well, men and ladies in our program, but some standout lady basketball players in the past.
Quickly into the first possession of the fourth quarter, Labette County calls a timeout with 7:40 to play in the ball game. And kind of a fun fact to add to that Jenny commented was Samantha. It was Scott, but it's now Samantha Heston.
Yes.
Barrett Heston, that we all know, and Eli Heston played for Labette County, great player. Their mom, Samantha, was the previous record holder.
Huh. That is interesting. Nope, didn't know that.
Yeah. So out of the timeout, the 32nd timeout by Labette County, we will have possession. Jackie Schull throws it into Peyton Davis, left wing. McCoy at the free throw line, sheds off to Carnahan, steps into one and scores it. Labette County leads by 9. Winfield, the Vikings ship, is going through some icy waters.
It is, and maybe the Grizzlies can just try to feed off a little bit of these things happening here. I'd like to really stretch this out another 4 to 6 points if possible, but we're going to have to defend.
Near travel on Flayton, but Winfield's going to be rewarded with a foul on Labette County. That's on Kaylin McCoy, her second and the first foul of the fourth.
Little number 4, Flayton. Really a nice little ball player, good hustler.
Yeah, Winfield's going to be okay. A lot of sophomores play. They're going to be good. Hutto misses a jumper, but she's fouled, and 2 free throws coming for her. She leads all scorers for both teams with 10 points, looking for 11 and 12 here.
Kind of one of those games that's a little frustrating for both teams. Got 2 fouls here in the first 40 seconds of the quarter. I mean, I don't necessarily think they're bad calls. It's just a little touchier than seems like both teams are used to because they just keep doing it.
Hutto splits the pair of free throws. This game has lacked flow. Just with all the held balls and good defense and fouls, there hasn't been a lot of flow to this contest, which can be hard to play in. Here's another foul. I mean, at every 20 seconds, there's a whistle of some nature. I mean, that's just how the game's gone.
Yeah.
And so McCoy's going to shoot 2 more free throws.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, I mean, you know, you try to win it however you win.
Yep.
If it's feels like it's a clumsy, ugly win for you, that's fine. But again, teams have to learn how to try to adjust. I mean, I know it's difficult when you know, it's been able to play under different referees. Just a little tighter game tonight.
Kaylin hits 1 of 2. The Labette County lead is 28-19 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. McCaslin, swarmed by Carnahan, throws off to Turner at the LC Grizzly paw. A tough shot heaved and missed by Meeker. Rebound McCaslin, her shot's no good. Saved, but into the hands of Labette County. Davis out and running right to left, angles in on the rim and misses. Rebound Carnahan goes up strong, no. McCoy is fouled.
Nice job there by Carnahan, trailing the play just in case your teammate misses the layup. She did. And then McCoy did a nice job of being in position to put it back up. So, well done.
Kaylin has 5 points on the game, and it stays like that after this first free throw miss. Olivia Roberts and Kylie Roberts checked in for Labette County before McCoy's second free throw. And we have a timeout. Winfield It's 28-19. Labette County leads. 6 minutes left in the game. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Kaylin McCoy hits the second free throw out of the timeout. Labette County's lead is 10. Winfield with kind of a sloppy possession. And Labette County pushes it right to left, but a little bit too hard, and out of play goes the basketball on the pass from Kylie Roberts, intended for Olivia Roberts.
Feel like the Grizzlies can kind of smell this opportunity here. Just seems like we're playing pretty spun up here defensively, which is good.
Winfield playing sped up themselves, but in a negative way. They turn it over. Into the game is Carnahan. She'll get Peyton Davis, who's been good again tonight. 9 points for our freshman. Just a 10-point game, but we said this earlier, and it's come to fruition. Labette County led by 4, and I was comfortable. And we talked about what a 10-point lead would feel like. I'm really comfortable.
Yeah, and hopefully the girls aren't. Hopefully they put another 6 or 8 on there, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Olivia Roberts for 3 in the corner. Airballed it right to Kylie. She misses off the bottom of the rim. And here comes Winfield with 5:20 to go.
Kylie did a good job of sneaking in there and rebounding. It was just too deep.
Turner misses on a high arcing 3, and it's rebounded by Roberts.
Another good job there. Like we talked about, we want to limit their opportunities to 1 shot.
Olivia Roberts dribbles to the middle of the floor, looks for somebody to throw it to. Carnahan shoots a floater that airballs short. Rebound West.
Millie likes those little jump floaters like that. She's normally real effective on them too.
Hutto trying to make something happen. Pretty move, but a travel prior to it. And Coach Vinjon tilts his head at the official and gets an explanation.
It's a good call. She absolutely traveled. He might be saying she got fouled, but she also traveled.
4:40 to go in the game. Labette County 29, Winfield 19. A 3-2 zone for the Vikings. Grizzlies initiate. Carson Moore into the ball game. This Labette County, their team depth has been tested tonight, and McKinley Baker with a beautiful move on the left block scores it, and it's 31-19.
See, she does that so quickly, the defense isn't ready for it. As soon as she catches the ball, she's spinning and going, and just basically gained a step on her defender.
Millie Carnahan called for her 3rd personal foul. And I said this jokingly a second ago, but I would genuinely bet I'm really close.
20 seconds?
There's a whistle every 20 seconds in this game.
Seems like.
Of game time, of course, as the clock's ticking. I've got to be close. 31-19. Labette County leads, 4 minutes to go in the contest. Watch, now there won't be a foul for 5 minutes. Here's a missed shot by Curtis, rebound Labette County. Roberts stripped of possession, nearly goes out of bounds, gets through the trap. Nice job by Kylie to keep the heartbeat alive. Davis misses on a 3. Rebound McCaslin of Winfield.
That was really well done there by Roberts. She picked it up and just split the 2 defenders and pushed it up the floor.
Ball trickles out of bounds. That gives it back to Labette County with now a 12-point advantage with under 4 minutes to go. And Labette County, albeit a sloppy performance and not across the finish line yet as they throw it away, but they're close to adding a win in the column and getting that record to 6-9, which is certainly respectable, and this team's come a long way. Tonight's just been kind of one of those win ugly and get out of there type of games, but they haven't done that yet. Underneath is Flayton getting a bucket plus the foul. She's been sneakily good for them. Hasn't got all those looks to fall, but she's gotten the looks.
Yeah, she's a real headsy player. I mean, you can tell by watching her, she knows the game, she knows the angles, she does a nice job. Disciplined player.
Flayton, her and one, misses short. And a long pass deflected out of bounds by Flayton. The freshman Daniels is back in for Labette County. It's a 10-point game with 3 minutes to play. Roberts throws it to Daniels on the block, up and under, stripped of it. There's Kylie at the hole, and she'll score.
She has been so much more aggressive the last 2 or 3 weeks of play. Really well done there. That was a huge basket, actually.
That gets it to a 12-point lead again, and then a long ball is out of bounds off of Carson Moore, and it will be Winfield possession.
Some good hustle there by several Grizzlies. Coach Ballmer continues to sub different players in, different looks, getting some experience with some young players. So really feel like we're ending this game in a lot better situation than we were the first 3 quarters.
3-point shot from Turner. Misses. She's taken quite a few. And then another whistle as Tegan Shaw had a nice rebound and a lot of room in front of her. I almost wish he didn't call that foul. With 2:40 left in the game, the Grizzlies lead by 12. Ball is thrown in, and Jackie Schull dribbles the leather right to left. Roberts right side, pass tip. Schull is there, and another whistle, and a jump ball will give it to Winfield. So the Vikings are needing to score on just about every possession to kind of waltz their way back into this. Labette County had 14 points at halftime and had 11 in the third quarter, so it wasn't that bad of a third quarter for Labette County, really.
No, not at all. This game's kind of shaping up like I thought it should all along.
Nobody stopped the ball, and Curtis scores an easy layup. A quick timeout called from Winfield. So it's 33-23. Lady Grizzlies in front with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Labette County turns it over on an inbounds play. And so with 2:18 left in the game, the Lady Grizzlies lead by 10. But that at least gives Winfield some life, and then a foul called on Tegan Shaw. 2 free throws for Hutto, and the clock is not moving.
Yeah, same Same story, week after week after week.
Are we going to go there again tonight?
Well, it seems like even the college games we watch on the weekend, one team will be up 20, and sure enough, the script gets flipped, or whatever the best way to say it is, and the best way to stop it is for the Grizzlies to box out here, get the rebound, go down, stay somewhat aggressive, and try to score the basketball.
Carson Hutto makes both free throws, so it's an 8-point game. Here's a steal by Winfield, and they save it to Weathers of Labette County big time. Roberts, left block, and a timeout called by Coach Vollmer. I think you saw it too. The official underneath the rim was about to blow his whistle. He motioned his hand in the air. I don't know if Olivia traveled, it was close, but he didn't blow his whistle. He did that in the JV game a few times. He moved his arm in the air, but never blew the whistle. And so Labette County, I'm guessing, fortunate right there that Coach Vollmer was granted the timeout, because it looked like Roberts was close to traveling.
I know, yeah. You can just feel it. It's so interesting to me. I mean, maybe it's just that I'm watching it kind of happen where Labette County seems a little bit like we're trying to protect that. What were we, 10 or 12 up?
12, yeah.
And then
maybe.
Winfield felt it, and then they got a couple of buckets, and the energy's on their side now. So, yeah, this is just a week in, week out type thing during basketball. Trying to hang on and close out ball games and win them kind of at the end when it's tough to do.
This is good for this Lady Grizzly team, and something they hadn't had to do a lot early in the year, but they've had to do it more over the last month, having won some games.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is a good situation to be in. We're not down 25 points or something.
And I think it's great. You've got Erin Dickens, Ginger Weathers, Paisley Daniels, Tegan Shaw, Olivia Roberts on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lineup that coming into the year you might not have guessed you'd ever see, simply just because, freshmen, you hope you don't have injuries. But Amory Baker's out with an injury, happened in the second quarter. Keely Good is out tonight with a sickness, and so Coach Vollmer certainly trusts her full roster, and they've done a great job tonight.
Yeah, this is a young squad for us too. I mean, Winfield's got 4 sophomores. We're not too far from that.
A quick whistle and a stoppage of play to set the shot clock to 33 seconds. I don't know. Here we go. 33-25, Grizzlies lead, near turnover. Ball is deflected on the deck. Held ball keeps it with Labette County, but the next arrow will give it to Winfield, and I'm going to guess there will be at least one more.
Yeah, this is going to be about a 10 or 15 minute closing, and there's only a minute 50 left in the game, but this is just how the game's become.
Jackie Schull to throw it in. Finds Tegan Shaw at the volleyball line. One more, Carnahan left wing. Daniels pulls up, misses, rebound, fought for. I never saw a signal.
Maybe someone stepped out. I'm with you. Just pointed their ball.
Yeah, they whistled. Both refs had their fists in the air and then pointed Winfield's direction and never signaled anything. It wasn't a jump because the arrow never flipped. That's huge. So Winfield will still get the next jump ball, and they'll have it here after it was poked out of bounds. So it's an 8-point Grizzly lead with a minute 30 left in the game. Winfield has the ball.
Yeah, good tight defense here. Don't give them any open looks. Make them earn it if they're going to get a basket.
Curtis, Hutto, open, no, rebound Schull, big stop by Labette County there. If Winfield fouls, which they will at some point, it'll be free throws for the Grizzlies. They're sitting at 4 team fouls right now. We'll see if Labette County can exercise passing and perhaps not assertiveness. Schull to Carnahan, doing a good job here. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Weathers shoots it and hits it. Her field goal percentage is so good.
What a dagger that was by Weathers right there. Stretches it back to 10. Now we can defend here, hopefully get it one more stop, and that ought to do it.
35 seconds remain, and Turner finally got a 3 to go. She shoots a high arcing 3. She's put up probably 5 or 6 tonight and finally got one to go. If that shot doesn't go in, Labette County maybe dribbles around and this game's over in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But because that shot went in, full timeout Winfield, then the la-ti-da, all that kind of takes place. I have nowhere to be, so I don't know why I'm complaining about it, but it's just funny how basketball fascinates me just in all those aspects, because truly anything can happen in 35 seconds.
It feels like it's scripted. I mean, this is like a movie finish, teams, or from week to week it kind of goes that way, I should say. But yeah, it's just all part of the psychology of trying to win a ball game when you're up 10 or 12. It oftentimes just impacts. We talk about this all the time, I know, but it's fascinating to watch it play out in front of you week after week. So it keeps it exciting.
It does. It really does. I mean, yeah, it does. Jackie Schull to throw it in. The buzzer sounded. I would guess that seemed intentional. Perhaps the scoreboard operator realized something was wrong, perhaps. But with 34 seconds left in the game, I don't know what happened. Labette County's up by 7. Oh, I think Steve wanted to ask if the shot clock. I don't know. I have no idea. I know nothing, everybody. Ball goes into Carnahan, right back to Schull. Kind of loses her dribble a little bit, tracks it down. Labette County uncomfortable. And Schull throws it off the ankle of Curtis out of bounds. And Labette County will have it. Schull to inbound. Throws it to Carnahan, who saves it to Hutto. Here comes Winfield, left to right. Hutto into the chest of McCoy, and a foul on Kalen. 2 free throws for Hutto, and so it goes on.
Yes, and now, I mean, you can just see it. Winfield's playing defense like they haven't played the entire game, and we're just trying to hang on for dear life. So, again, Grizzlies have to screen out. If this is a missed free throw, we have to get the rebound. If she makes it, we need to get it inbounded immediately. Quick, before they get set up.
She missed one and made one. Schull to inbound, looking for somebody. Throws it to McCoy. Long pass McKinley. It's 2-on-1. Bounce pass Davis at the hole. Yes!
Almost rimmed out, but nice touch.
8 seconds left in the game. Turner, left to right. Will we have another whistle? 3 seconds. 2 seconds. We won't. And that'll do it. It is 37-29. And Labette County advances to a 6-9 record on the year. Sometimes you got to win them that way. And just kind of in ugly fashion is what I mean. An 8-point victory for the Grizzlies, though, when the buzzer sounded, and that is all that matters. Stay tuned for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. We will be back in 2 minutes with that on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. Lady Grizzlies get it done 37-29. 14-point first half, followed up by a 23-point second half for the Lady Grizzlies. I don't feel like they played immensely better in the second half, but they were able to find a few more field goals there that helped with some separation. Just kind of a typical 37-29 victory. Winfield hung around. They're going to be good here next 2-3 years with those sophomores, but I'm happy for these Grizzlies that have 6 wins now on the season.
Yeah, and continue to, string together some competitive games and or winning. And as you noticed tonight, Coach Vollmer continues to go deeper and deeper into the bench and giving more young players more minutes and showing some confidence in so many different players and putting them in situations that are stressful. So, I like that. And again, we've talked so much, these girls haven't been in these situations a whole lot. I mean, in a year or two, maybe they'll be in a different mindset. And I know we're in this year and in the moment, but this is still a relatively young team as far as varsity experience and game experience and trying to hang on to a lead when the things get tight like that. So, a lot was learned tonight.
Labette County has won back-to-back games for the first time this season, and they are winners of 3 of their last 4 contests. That is nice. That's great. Leading scorer for Labette County, Peyton Davis, had 11, kind of a quiet 11. Ginger Weathers had 7 and had 3 2-point baskets and shot 5. She probably went 3 for 4 or 3 for 5 from the field. She's just a smart, efficient player. Kaylin McCoy had 6. McKinley Baker had 4. Jackie Schull, Amelia Carnahan, Amory Baker, Kylie Roberts all had 2. And Paisley Daniels got in the game and had 1 point, freshman for us. Leading scorer for Winfield was Carson Hutto with 14. McCaslin and Flayton each threw in 5 points. Turner with 3. And Curtis had 2. At halftime, it was Labette County 14, Winfield 9. So Labette County entered the locker room with a 5-point advantage, and in the second half, outscored Winfield 23-20, giving us a 37-29 final score. Lady Grizzlies advance to 6-9 on the season. Winfield falls to 1-13. Let's step aside for a 4-minute break, and when we return, we'll have the Tank Connection pregame show and maybe hear from Coach Vollmer if she comes up again here on KLKC. 4-minute break. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. We've got a good one. Labette County and Winfield Grizzlies come in with a 9-5 record after falling 2 times during the Burlington tournament, which kind of blemished the record a little bit. But in the league, SEK, Labette County's 4-2, and Coach Argerbright was very pleased with that. He said the SEK league is what we really care about. And so their 4-2 league record is great. 9-5 record solid. Winfield is 6-9 coming into tonight. Their conference, I talked to their head coach before the game for a little while earlier this afternoon, and he said, man, our conference is hard.
Yeah. And
so this is a good Winfield team. Don't be deceived. So is Labette County. Expect a good contest.
Yeah, it's not apples to apples when you start comparing records with teams from different conferences. So and our boys know that. I mean, they just take on the next opponent and give it their best shot. So yeah, this will be another fun, exciting ball game. And I agree, the league's most important. And then outside of that, you want your non-conference games to be as tough as possible. Yep. Get out there and play people that might beat you around a little bit. Learn a lot, and grow a lot. So, I'm ready to go. These are always fun.
Labette County was victorious on Friday night against Coffeyville by a score of 43-41. Kane Nash led the way with 16 points on 4 made threes. He has really come into his own, and he's good for 2 threes a game minimum. And who knows how many threes at the highest that he can make. He's made 6 in a game against Iola. Right. I mean, he's just really fit seamlessly. This is his first year with us, transfer from Oklahoma Union, and we can't talk enough about how he is fit and blended perfectly with the fellow teammates he has.
Oh, yeah, and not only that, just in his presence in the hallways and the building, just been a great addition. And our kids, I feel like, are most always accepting either way. But, yeah. Kane, of course, it helps, too, to be family of some other students here. Just kind of helps the process. But, yeah, either way, he, along with, similar to our girls' team, we go deep here, too, I feel like, and don't really lose a step. So, and Coach Argerbright's not afraid to mix it up, and bring kids on and off. And so, yeah, it's all good.
Barrett Heston chipped in with 12 points on Friday as well to assist Labette County to a 43-41 victory and advance them to 4-2 in the SEK League, which will be put on pause tonight as this is a non-league opponent. So, of course, win or loss tonight will not impact that 4-2 league record. A unique week for Labette County. They played 3 games just a week or 2 ago in Burlington, and they're playing 3 games this week. On Thursday, we host Girard, and on Friday, we go to Independence. So a fun, wild 3-game week yet again for Labette County. Winfield, they come in, as mentioned, with a 6-9 record. Good team, and I recognize 2 of these guys from the football. From football, there are 3 of them. Their quarterback is number 15, Kellen Gibson, a senior. Eli Tagg and Evan Hutto are wide receivers, if I'm not mistaken. And I say all that because there's a reason I remember their names.
Yeah.
They're pretty good athletes. And so we'll have to watch out for them. Oh, yeah, they have a 6'9" freshman whose first name is Legend. That's awesome. And his name's Legend Cyrus Riley. And he's a 6'9" freshman that I have heard rave about leading up to this game.
Well, just go look at their roster. 6'9", 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", 6'2", 6'2".
No 6'7"?
Absolutely not, actually. But my goodness, yeah, they're I just kind of started looking across at their height. So, yeah, this will be a great game for the Grizzlies. We'll have to pack it inside and go after the rebounds for sure.
Last year, Labette County played at Winfield and lost 69-60. And only a couple returning scorers for Winfield. In that game last year at Winfield, When Labette County lost 69-60, Winfield only had 5 guys score, and only 2 of them returned. So out of the 69 points, we'll say 70, that Labette County gave up to Winfield last year, they only returned 18 of those points. Hutto had 14 and Gibson had 4. So they lost some guys, but it sure appears that they bring some into the program, namely the freshman Cyrus Riley. All rise for the national anthem here in Harrison Gymnasium. We'll have starters and tip-off in 2 minutes on KLKC. Starters are in for both units. Let's go ahead and join Randy Blackwell in naming off those starters. And speaking of Randy Blackwell, he just sang the national anthem. Boy, what a voice he has. An amazing job by Mr. Blackwell singing our nation's anthem to kick off the atmosphere tonight. Starters for the visiting crew from Winfield, the Vikings wearing blue. I think that rhymed. Did you too? I'm so sorry. Oh, man. All right. Number 0, a 6'4 sophomore, Eli Tagg. Number 1, a 6-foot-tall senior, Evan Hutto. Number 3, a 6'9 freshman, legend, Cyrus Riley. Number 15, a 5'11 senior, Kellen Gibson. And number 21, a 5'10 sophomore, Corbin Benavides. And for Labette County, number 3, a 5'10 junior, Kane Nash. Number 4, a 5'8 senior, Kagan Bates. Number 5, a 6'1 junior, Nolan Nash. Number 24, a 6'1 senior, Barrett Heston. And number 33, a 6'4 junior, Tucker Rush. Head coach for Winfield, Matt Shelton, assisted by Tony Hutto, Wendell Riley, and Trey Teal. For Labette County, head coach Bradley Argabright, assisted by Brian Tucker and David Brown. Good matchup, non-conference game, Tuesday night in Labette County. 30 seconds on KLKC. Kane Nash, who stands at 5'10", is going toe-to-toe with legend Cyrus Riley, who stands at 6'9", right at the heart of the LC Grizzly paw. And the ball's about to be thrown in the air, and it is won by Cyrus Riley. He kind of whiffed on it, but so did Kane. Here come the Vikings, a strip by Bates. Labette County's got it, a blitz early. Wow, Nash is fouled. It's Kane at the rim and 2 free throws. What just happened? All I saw was white jerseys that were a blur and blue jerseys that were foggy.
Yeah, man, they took it right to us and thought they could just kind of roughhouse around, and we stood our ground, got a steal, and Kane just went to town with that. So what a flurry.
First free throws off the mark for Kane Nash just 10 seconds into the game. The ball has changed hands twice. Once, I guess. Winfield started with it. Labette County got it, and a foul within 10 seconds. Kane Nash misses both. Cyrus Riley saves the inbound, and then it's thrown away. Wow, 2 turnovers in seconds for the Vikings.
Now this game's like most. It's going to be kind of a frenzy here for a little bit before we kind of figure each other out.
Grizzlies throw it away. Really fast but sloppy start for both teams. Hutto throws to Cyrus Riley. Back to Hutto for 3. Yes.
Yeah, good looking shot. Knocked it down. We've heard he's a good player, so he proved it right there.
Hutto can really shoot it. Bates penetrates. Had a layup, it looked like, but threw a pass to Rush that was out of bounds. Turnover.
Yeah, just lost that a little bit. His momentum kind of let that pass trickle out of bounds. So that's part of getting settled into a game flow.
Benavidez throws off. Heart of the floor, Gibson. Cyrus Riley, dribble handoff. Hutto, defended by Kane Nash. 3-0, Winfield. They go into Cyrus Riley. Inside out, 3-point shot off the mark by Tag. Rebound, Barrett Heston. Nobody stops him. Now it's thrown to Rush. Right-hand hook, misses. Rebound, Winfield.
Okay, so far, it seems to me like Tucker Rush is doing a good job kind of holding his own there with Legend, down low. So we'll see. I know it's early.
6:20 first quarter. Hutto wants another, will not find. Rebound Nash, it's Nolan, dribbling with his head up, heaves it to Bates, one more to Heston in the corner, kept his foot in bounds, now to Tucker Rush, right block. Working on Cyrus Riley, throws to Kane, left-hander, good.
Yeah, good job there. Kane's so quick. Once he gets just even the edge on you, he's going downhill.
3-2 Vikings. 5:50 first quarter. Whistle away from the ball and a foul on Labette County. Perhaps on Rush? It is on Rush, who has a monstrous assignment in Cyrus Riley, 6'9" freshman, talented on top of that.
I like how Tucker, though, is really trying to, he's not as tall as him, but he's a stronger build and kind of trying to get some dominance here physically.
Hutto dribbles between the legs, throws to Cyrus Riley, back to Hutto. Left wing, now the ball re-enters the center of the court. Here's a cutting Gibson, who finishes at the rim.
Yeah, they kind of put Riley, the 6'9" dude, at the top of the key and let him kind of feed the play inside, so that was well done there.
Kane Nash dribbles downhill, throws to Nolan, his cousin. Dribbles between the legs, defended by Benavidez. Back to Bates. No look pass to Kane, whose three-pointer is no good. And I'm telling you, they're looking for it.
What'd he call?
3-second violation. The fourth one between the girls' game and this game. Do they know what it is by definition? That was such an ignorant statement.
Yeah, I mean
if one foot is not in the paint,
right,
then it's not, a 3-second, which they're probably right. I'm just curious. I've never seen it. 3-point shot by Hutto, misses. Rebound Labette County. Bates, nice snatch. Shot blocked by Cyrus Riley. Rush is blocked. Here comes Winfield. I have a feeling that's not the only time a visiting broadcaster has said that about him.
Yeah, and it's going to be awfully difficult to shoot inside over a 6'9" guy. It just is. And he's a good athlete. So, but we have to keep taking it up to him.
Nice back cut underneath the rim by Gibson. And he's fouled and he'll shoot 2 free throws. The foul is on Kagan Bates, his first.
There's something about reffing also that we used to see more of there for a while. Years ago, if a dribbler rolled the ball any at all, they blew it as a carry. Well, now a lot of players in college and pro always roll it and carry it. So they're slowly changing how they call that, kind of like the 3-point or 3-second violation. But tonight they're calling it.
You could call a carry every other possession if you wanted to.
Yeah.
1 out of 2 for Gibson. The score is 6-2 Winfield. Kane Nash stutter step, back cut Nash, leaning, floater is good. And he already has more points than he did on Friday. Played a great game, but just had 1 point on Friday.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. You know, you make your contributions defensively or an assist. But yeah, that's a nice pass and a nice shot there by Nolan.
3-point shot, good in the corner by Gibson. He's got an early 6 points.
Yeah, right now Winfield's looking tough, so Grizzlies have to just keep playing one possession at a time, try to get some scores here.
Heston in the paint, rises, fires, and hits.
Yeah, good job there by Barrett. Now we've got multiple guys scoring, which is helpful. Grizzlies just trail 6-9 here.
Vikings have possession. Just over 3 minutes until into the first quarter. And Cyrus Riley scores with ease inside. It's 11-6.
Well, the Vikings doing a good job of getting some back cuts and good looks at layups. So Grizzlies are going to have to kind of figure out how we're going to defend that. They've had several good looks.
Nolan Nash turns, shoots, and scores. 11-8 is the score. Nolan Nash with back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, kind of trading punches with him, and we're getting some little short shots too, so both offenses finding their way.
Well, I went back and watched the 3-second violation on Tucker Rush, and it indeed was a 3-second violation. I will concede. Here's a layup blocked or kind of deflected. Hutto tried to get downhill. Labette County can tie with a 3. Nash will go for the tie and not get it. Oh, it went down and back out. Rebound, Vikes.
There's a lot of calls a ref can goof up on, but 3-second violation, if you can count to 3, generally, you can knock that one dead.
That's a fair point, and I have been knocked dead, apparently. Incorrect on that assumption. My argument is crumbled. Oh, I thought he called another, but it was a travel on Winfield, and Labette County gets it back. First sub for Coach Shelton is number 2, Gavin Estes, a 5'9" junior. Good ball game, 2 good teams. Winfield's good. I mean, I can tell already that their conference must be pretty salty if they're 6-9 on the year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, they're battle-tested and hardened, too. So this is a great non-conference game for us, no matter how it turns out.
Labette County lost at Winfield by just 9 points last year. Kagan Bates had 22 points against them last season. He'll miss a floater, and Winfield comes away with the collection. A 3-point lead for the Vikings, 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I always love it when Kagan goes downhill and inside and just challenges everybody. So that's a good play, good shot.
Downhill drive by Hutto. He loves to initiate, good ball player. He'll get it back, shoot a quick trigger 3, miss it. Nice box by Kane Nash. Here he comes left to right. Bounce pass to Bates. At the rim, body contact, whistle, and a foul. And Kagan will shoot a pair.
Yeah, Kane just really, he's fast. He just pushes the ball so quickly. I oftentimes worry that he doesn't know someone's behind him, but he just outruns them. He doesn't have to worry about someone hollering woof. And Kagan again taking it to the hoop and contorting his body just enough that it's hard to block his shot.
First free throw falls off the rim. for Kagan Bates, and first subs for Coach Argerbright. Carson Lamb and Colton Wild check in. Bates with a rare free throw miss. His second attempt is up and swished.
Continues to be, like I said, a good game here, 11-9. Vikings are over the Grizzlies.
Under 1 minute to play and counting, first quarter. Hutto, handoff Estes, entry pass Cyrus Riley, working on rush, picks his dribble up, throws to Hutto for three, good.
Yeah, Hutto's, man, dude's the real deal here.
That inside-out game really helps a lot with Hutto and Cyrus Riley. Carson Lamb looks to drive, throws to Bates, hook pass incomplete. Here comes Estes in transition, Hutto reverse, rebound Weil and a foul. On Eli Bergeson for Winfield, who snuck into the game on me.
Kind of fortunate there that Winfield didn't capitalize off that. Kagan did a good job going baseline earlier. He just left his feet and was up midair, had to get rid of it.
8 seconds left in the quarter. Grizzlies down 5. Nash open for three. Good! Needed it. Got it. Nolan Nash. Half-court heave is on its way and off the mark. And Labette County down just 2 at the end of 1 on the back of Nolan Nash's 7-point performance in the opening period. We've got a dandy for you. Don't go anywhere. 1 minute break on KLKC.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, live from Altamont, Kansas. I'm Jack Leake III, alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher. 14-12, Winfield leads Labette County to start the second quarter. Labette County does claim possession. Carson Lamb with the basketball to start off here. Here's Nolan Nash with it, who hit a three-pointer near the buzzer to pull us within 2. Colton Weil, downhill drive, pretty. Left-hand layup, teardropped off, and then a jump ball nearly forced by Nolan Nash, but no whistle. Here comes Winfield.
Yeah, that was well done by Colton. Made a great cut. And just a little firm, a little too much momentum, I think, with his body.
They go into Cyrus Riley, one-on-one with Barrett Heston. He'll turn, shoot, miss. Rebound is Winfield's in the hands of Benavides, and then Labette County comes away with it. Nash, what a whip to Kane, who scores! And the foul! Nolan Nash on an icy rope was his pass.
Yes, and that had to be done quickly. Nolan zipped it, and he had a half a second to get that shot off, and he did Kane. So, yeah, beautiful play there. Yeah, this is shaping up to be a fantastic ball game. This will be fun.
First free throw good for Kane Nash. The Grizzlies have a 1-point advantage with 7 minutes to play until halftime. Cyrus Riley free throw line. Inside out game, throws out to Gibson. He had 6 points in the first quarter. A near throwaway by the Vikes. Bates tries to make him pay. Kagan has to recover. Here they come. Benavides misses. Rebound tipped out. Foul going the other way on tag. And that'll give us an opportunity to give you our boys trivia question of the night. Who holds the record for the most points scored in a single game in Grizzly basketball history? Any thoughts, any guesses? Most points in a single game by a Grizzly. Who is it? Heston open from deep and hits from deep. Labette County cooking here at home, up by 4.
My goodness, how fun is it when you got 2, 3, 4 guys shooting well? So right now it's kind of going our way.
Cyrus Riley with deep position, and the refs did it again. He raised his hand for a foul but didn't blow the whistle. And I almost wish he would have, because Gibson hit a 3 on the kick out.
Yeah, Winfield's shooting good too. So, yeah, everything about this game is just a great matchup.
18-17. Bates penetrates, shoots, rims off. Oh my goodness, that's great position. Oh, it's on Winfield. Nolan made a fantastic effort. If he didn't call that foul, we would have 2 points, but I'll take the foul. That's the first on Benavides. And 3 team fouls on Winfield.
Yeah, that's just great awareness there by Nash. When the shot's going up, he looks underneath the basket and kind of saw where he needed to position himself and snuck in there.
Colton Weil, right wing, drives just a little, backs out. Heston, deep 3, wants it, gets it! Big bad beef for 3!
Man,
Labette County leads by 4.
I mean, to step on you, he's feeling it. That was a deep 3, too.
They go deep to Riley, batted, no foul on Heston, swatted at the ball, came flying free, and a whistle followed right after. That's our first foul of the second quarter and Barrett's first, and we'll see how good of a free throw shooter Cyrus Riley is here in a second.
I think that was a great foul. That was going to be a slam dunk. That would have been a momentum starter. So, good foul there by Barrett.
First free throw good by Cyrus Riley, a pure swish. Again, trivia question, who holds the record for the most points scored in a single game in Grizzly basketball history? Second free throw good as well, so it's a 2-point game.
2 nice looking shots there by the freshman.
Bates given space by Estes. A set play for Barrett is closed out well by Gibson. The shot wasn't there. Bates throws to Nolan Nash, right side. 13-second shot clock. Nolan drives, hangs off the glass, misses. Rebound Cyrus Riley.
I like it. I like it. Nolan's kind of getting back to that aggressive downhill play from the guard position.
Three-pointer, Hutto, good. And a 1-point lead for Winfield. Hutto with 3 threes in the first half. Labette County with 3 as a team as well. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here and thank a few sponsors. We would like to thank Day and Zimmerman, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Idea Tech, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, the Corner Store of Altamont, Commercial Bank, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, the Unified School District of USD 506, Clemens Insurance Agency, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Tank Connection, Labette Community College, Wood Insurance Center, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health. Winfield has made 5 threes as a team, and Labette County has made 3, and it is 22-21 visitors, under 5 minutes to play in the half.
Be interesting to see what Coach Argerbright tries to draw up here to slow Hutto down. I don't know if we'll have someone just shadow him as best as possible right now. Man, he's He's a shooter.
Colton Weil, Kagan Bates, Tucker Rush, Barrett Heston, and Nolan Nash, all wearing white Grizzly jerseys on the floor. Bates drives, hangs, misses, rebound, Winfield.
Pretty good look there by Bates.
Estes moved a little too quick for his feet and got caught traveling. So Labette County dodges a transition bullet there. And the Grizzlies get possession back.
Winfield's had a couple of those travels tonight, so that's fortunate.
Bates throws off to Nolan Nash, looks for an angle but doesn't really have one. Bates, nice behind the back, nice move, pass to Nolan. This would be a great possession, and Nolan does finish it. Kagan Bates, what ball handling ability.
My goodness, he had two guys on him and somehow managed to split that up and get that pass off.
Grizzlies lead by 1. Hutto drives, handoff, but gets it right back. He's kind of their captain. Cyrus Riley not in the game, but checking in here in just a second. A whistle and a foul called on Colton Weil, the team's second and his first. .340 to play in the half. Labette County's lead is a penny. Estes throws off to the right side. Bergeson back to Gibson. He's made 2 threes. Couple guys you got to look out for both teams from three-point range.
Absolutely.
Hutto given room, wants another. Misses. Rebound Gibson. Kick out Estes for 3. Misses sharp off the rim. Put back is good by Bergeson, and that's what you can expect when you give up 2 offensive boards.
Yeah, that's a tough possession. Here they come now, transition. Got a steal.
24-23. Vikings lead. Cyrus Riley overhead whip to Hutto. He'll drive, pretty Euro, and he'll miss. Oh, that was a masterful move. Everything but the finish.
Yeah, it sure was. Real pretty move and soft lay-in. It just kind of rolled out on him. So Labette County forcing it there.
Heston, why not? Missed it left. Nolan Nash hit the deck pretty hard. He'll hustle back. Winfield pushing pace. Pass to Gibson, squares it up, misses, long board Bates. He won't waste time. Whistle away from the ball and a push foul on the Vikings. What a fun ball game we have.
My goodness, so much energy, so much happening, just nonstop with both teams. Seems like both teams have, whatever 5 athletes they have out there are quick and dynamic and just understand the game, anticipate. It's just, this is another quality performance here to watch, basketball game.
Heston, Nolan Nash, Kagan Bates, and Tucker Rush all take a seat. I don't know if they've gotten a break, fellas. So they are gassed. So here's Camden Good, Carson Lamb, Zane Garton, Colton Weil, and Kane Nash. Nash will drive, kick it to Cam in the corner. Good will drive. Nice angle, up and under is good.
That's how you do that. Little head fake, pump fake, get them all in the air, then you can go up without any issue. So really well done there by Good.
And so the teeter-totter ride continues. A 1-point lead for Labette County now. Minute 50, first half. Wide open, three-pointer Bergeson. Doesn't get the roll. How about Zane Garton working hard? A foul, though, on him. Cyrus Riley will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, when you're 6'9" and long like that, it is tough to rebound alongside that. Just even if you have position sometimes, you know, a fella can get up over you and get the rebound. So that's going to happen.
First free throw for Cyrus Riley is good. We already have quite a few submissions. We appreciate your participation for tonight's trivia question. Who holds the record for the most points scored in a single game in Grizzly basketball history? Second free throw missed by Cyrus Riley. We'll give you the answer at the start of the fourth quarter.
Gosh, knotted up at 25 here with 1:30 till halftime. What a tremendous game we got going here.
Nash directs traffic. It's Nolan Nash back in the ball game off the bench. Drives on Hutto, spins on him, leans into him, shoots it, and scores it. Tough and gritty.
Yeah, this is how Nolan needs to play. You know, always looking to score, to go downhill, to penetrate and shoot and kick and just be involved offensively.
11 points for Nolan Nash. Ball deflection out of bounds. Hutto was driving. It'll stay with Winfield. Into the contest is Benavides for Estes. Just under 60 seconds to play. Bad pass, stolen. Zane Garton. Labette County up by 2 with the rock.
Got to really protect the possessions here.
Nice backdoor cut by Camden Good. He's fouled going up. Camden's checked in and had an impact. The junior, really nice play.
Yeah, Camden's a real shifty, smart player, has a high IQ. He's just always in the right place at the right time.
Cam Good's first free throw, no. Hit the rim twice and decided not to go. Estes re-enters play for Bergeson. Second free throw for Cam is good.
Okay, let's get a good, got a whistle here.
Some sort of clock correction as the whistle stopped play. So that correction will be made and play will resume here in just a moment. Labette County leads by 3. And they cleared the clock, so they need to put whatever time the official told them back on. I don't know how you would catch such a thing. That's pretty impressive, I'll say, for the official to notice how much time should be remaining down to the second. He did that in the girls' game, too.
Got a lot to keep track of, don't they? Especially now, you know, with the shot clock and the clock and timeouts and fouls and, yeah.
Okay, so 50 seconds remain in the half. Ball goes in. Estes, right to left. Crosses half court and walks over the LC Grizzly logo. Throws off. Benavides. Ball being worked. Gibson. Entry. Cyrus Riley attacks, lost possession, but they say a foul. Sometimes when the other player is so much taller, it looks more like a foul than perhaps it is because of the reach. The student section boos and is immediately told to calm down by the official, and now they share smiles and a conversation.
Yeah, our student body, I mean, they like to kind of be involved, but they're, you know, a respectful
Oh, they're
group.
so nice.
They
yeah.
are. They don't ever get, you know, stupid about it with refs or other players, or they're not, you know, it's just a good balance.
30 seconds to go in the half. The first free throw is good for Cyrus Riley, the 6'9" freshman for Winfield. Second one is on its way and in as well.
He's made like 4 for 5 from the line.
5 for 6.
5 for 6.
Yep. So Labette County can hold for the last shot if they so desire or can. Up by 1 are your Grizzlies with 17 seconds left in the half. Nolan Nash has the ball. Bates is calling for it and gets it back. Right wing Kane Nash, 8 seconds. Now 7. Ball being worked with urgency. 4 seconds. Set play. Bates mishandle. Double dribble. No whistle. And now, that official called a foul. Oh my goodness. This is going to be free throws for Kagan Bates. Oh my goodness. He double dribbled and traveled, and they called a foul. But one official called the double dribble, but was overruled by the other ref. Coach Turner Coach Shelton's having a conversation, and Bates misses the first free throw. I mean, if he misses both, who cares? But wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm kind of watching the conversation. But I guess play on.
Second free throw, good. So it cost them a point. We'll take it. And a long heave is off the mark for Gibson. So at the end of one half of play, Labette County leads Winfield 29-27. When we return in 2 minutes, we'll hear from head coach Brianna Vollmer of those victorious Lady Grizzlies.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. We're pleased to be joined by Coach Vollmer of those victorious Lady Grizzlies earlier this evening by a score of 37-29, and for the first time this year, back-to-back wins, and 3 of your last 4 as well, Coach. A different fashion of victory tonight, though, maybe.
Yeah, it was a much different basketball game than what we played on Friday, and we knew that coming into this, a non-league game, and you don't have a ton of prep time for a team that's not in your conference, and we knew it could be different. We didn't imagine that it would kind of be as ugly as what it was tonight, but we are absolutely excited about a win.
Sure.
We're going to take it. We're going to run with it, and I think we've taken a whole lot of steam from the Burlington tournament, and we ran with it. And so if you would have told me, we'd win back-to-back games at the beginning of the season, I would have said, heck yeah, let's do that. And so I'm proud of the kids. They're resilient. Teams find ways to win, and we did that tonight.
Depth was a big thing tonight. Keeley out sick, and Amory kind of took a bump or a hit maybe there in the second quarter. We didn't see her again. Hope she's okay, absolutely. Saw a lot of depth and a lot of different bodies. A multitude of your players scored tonight, let alone played. How'd you view the depth tonight of your squad?
I think that was a goal going into this game, use kids and give them an opportunity. And I've kind of used it here and there throughout the season where we throw a kid in and see what they bring. I can remember, of all those titles hanging on the wall over there, it was just a moment where a kid got their start. And, we're trying to do that for those kids. And, we play 3 games this week. Why I would be a fool to not try to get some, kids that play a ton of minutes off the court. And knowing what Winfield brings to the table, again, I'd be a fool not to try to get some young kids in. We played it very safe with Amory. I think she's okay. Why would we put her back in a game in a non-conference game? She's a tough kid. she plays hard. She has one gear, and so I'm always going to be cautious with a kid like that in a game that we could, obviously win without her. And I'm proud of my kids. And honestly, it was a challenge, and maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Amory's playing a ton of minutes right now. She's playing club volleyball, and so maybe that's what she needed in that moment, and maybe it's somebody else's moment to step in and carry some of that load. So I'm excited for those kids. I've been trying to play a ton of kids in different minutes, knowing that we're going into sub-state and postseason play with 12, and let's see, why not? Give a kid a chance and an opportunity. And it got a little ugly at the end. We called timeout several times, and we tried to say, hey, let's battle through it, let's figure that out and get those nerves out of there, and hopefully later on we'll be talking about some of those kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is not a judgment on whether I thought the officiating was good or bad, but the fact was that there wasn't much of a flow to the game. Just the fact. There was a lot of whistles. So how did that impact, whether it be you coaching or the players playing, do you think, whenever there are just a lot of stoppages, lower scoring, and just a lot of whistles?
It affects the whole game. It's hard. I'm a big fan of basketball and high school basketball, and our community is amazing. I was talking to the Winfield coach before the game, and he was just like, wow, this gym's awesome. And he had obviously watched our game against Winfield against Coffeyville on Friday, and he's like, man, there's a lot of people there. And when we get this many people there, they want to see us play exciting basketball and, exciting women's basketball. And, we want to fill the seats. And, when there's a whistle every 2 seconds and we're shooting free throws, that's hard to get your kids to play through. And, it's hard to get into our press and get anything going when we get a foul from that. So we showed some resiliency. Even the coach was like, how many kids do you suit up after the game? And, any one of those kids can step on in any moment and do their job. And they did that tonight. And we got to win. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for, the kids that, played well and maybe didn't. They get to see themselves on some film, and they get an exciting moment in front of their home crowd. So
just a one-day break tomorrow, which I'm sure you won't take a break, but you know what I mean. And then Girard comes to town, and then at Indy. So the season continues in another 3-game week for us this week. Another non-conference, Girard on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm excited. Great Girard team coming in here, well coached. One of the top-ranked teams in the state going into, the Burlington tournament, and they've got a brutal schedule as well. And then, of course, Indy, anything can happen, and I think that's time of the season for us. So we're excited. It wouldn't have it any other way. Go basketball.
Absolutely. I second that. Coach, thanks for coming up. Congrats on back-to-back wins, and girls really coming around, and let's go get 2 more this week.
Great. We'll see you guys Thursday.
Thanks, Coach. Lady Grizzlies won at 37-29 and advanced to 6-9 on the year. It's Girard on Thursday and at Indy on Friday. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. When we return in 1 minute, we will give you first half stats and numbers before the third quarter begins here on
With many years of
KLKC.
combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the waning seconds of our halftime conversation here. Leading the way for Labette County in the first half was Nolan Nash with 11 points. on, he just made 1 3. I thought he had 2. Barrett Heston had 8 points on 2 made threes. There you go. Kane Nash had 5. Camden Good had 3. Good minutes from Cam. And Kagan Bates had 2. For Winfield, Hutto and Gibson each had 9, and Cyrus Riley had 7, and Bergeson threw in 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 12, Winfield 14, and then the Grizzlies posted 17 points to Winfield's 13 in the second quarter, giving us a halftime total: Grizzlies 29, Winfield 27. You said it well, the first half, a good team to play in the non-conference. Really similar to us. They pose threats that we haven't seen in the league as far as Cyrus Riley goes inside.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah. I've been impressed. Honestly, I expected the freshman Cyrus Riley to be much more impactful. I mean, he's a great player, going to be a great player. He'll fill on out and get heavier and stronger as he gets older. But, you know, right now we've done a pretty good job of somewhat limiting him.
Winfield starts with possession. Hutto, who made 3 threes in the first half, misses his first of the third quarter. And here come the Grizzlies. Long bounce pass to Nolan. Jumps, misses the layup, rebound Winfield.
I like it. I like getting it kicked out up the floor. Good pass, good look, just didn't go in. That's good play, though.
Hutto, downhill drive, misses off the bottom of the rim, tough angle on the reverse. Kane Nash dribbles up ahead, slows down, then speeds up again. Kicks out to Nolan, dribbles between his legs, backs down Hutto, now retreats right in front of Coach Argabright. Bates touches the paint, Heston wants a 3, and gets a 3! His third 3 of the evening.
Yeah, that's so huge. Barrett keeps making those. That's going to draw that defense out. That just makes openings on the inside, so very well done by Barrett.
32-27, Grizzlies lead. They strike first in the second half. Gibson, patient, waits, kicks it to Benavides for 3, misses. Offensive rebound to Tag, right back to Gibson. Good position here by Cyrus Riley, and his first pure bucket of the game. Prior to that, he had scored just 1 field goal. The rest was free throws.
Free throws, yeah. I mean, that was a good pass inside. He had position on us, so, you know, there's not much you can do on that.
Bates left open in the middle of the zone, misses a jumper, rebounded by Gibson.
That was a good shot. I mean, that's not always an easy shot. It's a short one, but spinning around, shooting that jumper's tough.
Gibson backing down Kane Nash and is successful. Both of these teams attacking each other in similar ways. 32-31 the score.
Yeah, Grizzlies kind of had their little run. That Winfield's made 2 or 3 on us, so this game's right where it belongs right now, which is close. Yep.
A 3-second violation whistled in on Labette County. You saw that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's something we've got lazy on because some crews don't call it or look for it, and this crew does, so.
Kind of exposing that.
Yeah. It's kind of a lost, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
There's been 5 called tonight, 3 in the girls, 2 here in the boys. Here's a ball poked out by Nolan Nash. As I can't tell you how many broadcasts I've done where I've never said there's been a 3-second violation. Or have said there's a 3-second violation.
I can't think of ever, or, you know, in many, many, many games.
Hutto at the heart of the floor, defended by Nash. 5:20 left in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Not sure if they notice. Okay, he sees it. 5 seconds. Cyrus Riley, 3 seconds. Gibson, a toughie. Swish.
Yeah, that strong shot there, kind of fading away, a little soft jumper. You kind of really have to muscle that up.
Foul going the other way on Tucker Rush. Grizzlies were up by 5 moments ago, but a 6-0 run from Winfield puts them up by a point.
Well, hopefully we don't get into a foul fest on this game. Seems like there's been a lot of whistles in the first 3 minutes this half, so Just kind of put that behind us and move on.
Hutto dribbles left to right. Throws to Cyrus Riley, defended by Heston. Hutto waits patiently. A lot of mature ball handlers on both teams. Love this matchup. 4.5 minutes remain in the third. Deep in the shot clock again, 6 seconds. Now Hutto initiates, lost his dribble. Tough three, blocked, oh, fouled. And 3 free throws for Evan Hutto with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Great defense, just an awkward landing.
Yeah, and what happens too is because Nolan didn't touch him with the arm, but those shooters stick their leg out. Yeah, Nolan's doing that to the refs. And then
Saying what?
That the shooter sometimes sticks their leg out trying to bait that foul, and then it looks like they had body contact, and it's almost a flop or a form of a foul, so.
Yeah.
But good shooters can pull it off sometimes and get a ref to call that.
So far, Hutto made his first, missed his second. Nolan Nash still kind of looking at Argabright, shaking his head about the call. A 7-0 run for Winfield, maybe 8 if the free throw goes, and it does for Hutto. He's at 11, tied with Nolan Nash and Barrett Heston to lead all scorers. Gibson has 13 for the Vikings. Nash, left wing, denied the three, dribbles into the painted area. Right hand floater's good. He's locked in.
Yeah, he is, and he went right over the top of Cyrus Riley that time too, so strong move inside by Nolan.
Big bucket cuts it to 1. 4 minutes, third quarter. Gibson, free throw line. Heston ball denying on Cyrus Riley. Gibson open, misses. Good box by Lamb. Outlet to Nolan Nash. Heston right to left, throws to Kane. Left wing, hook pass. Bates penetrates, backdoor Kane. Oh, he missed it. And a jump. We'll give it to Labette County. I'm assuming they call it, yes.
Kane's kind of beating himself up there a little bit, but what happens is when you're down low and you know there's a 6'9" dude lurking somewhere and you catch it and try to get rid of it quickly, sometimes you kind of have a spurt like that. Just a little too much energy too quick.
Labette County's been outscored 8-5. In the third, Nash for 3, misses. Heston fighting for the rebound, and a whistle and a foul staying here. Or was that Carson?
I think it's over the back on Winfield, I would have thought.
Or, well, who was in there on the rebounding effort? Okay, it was, but I thought it was Barrett. So that's the second on Gibson. Nash to key it in, finds Bates. Good ball movement by Labette County, but the 3 wasn't there on the backside. Heston, left side of the floor, throws to Bates, ball being worked quickly. Nash dribbles in, blocked by Cyrus Riley on the drive, but you got to keep doing that to make them respect you.
Go at them, get some of them blocked, get an occasional foul called, make a couple. That's right. Don't just change your whole game plan because you think there's one tall player inside. That's right.
Nash, open jumper, high off the rim, came down into the hands of Gibson, who hurt his right ankle. He's kind of limping back to play offense here. He's got it on the left wing. He'll have to play through it for this possession at least. Hutto, three-point shot up, no. Long board goes to Bates. Barely got to him, and then a poor decision, but it's going to go off of Hutto's leg somehow. That pass was not a turnover. Gibson appears to be fine. He'll stay in. That's a good sign for Winfield. Colton Weil checks in for Carson Lamb.
Yeah, Kagan always trying to make things happen, so occasionally those kind of passes kind of get in the way like that, but we got fortunate that time.
Heston misses on a 3. Bates fighting and collecting. Kagan, what an effort. Bounce pass, Heston, angle, and the shot is good. Grizzlies lead by 1.
It's got to be an assist. Kagan Bates kept that ball alive somehow. Got up high and got a rebound and kept it going, so that was huge.
Labette County answers with a spurt of their own, up by 1. Estes mans the ship, throws to Gibson. 2 minutes, third quarter. Estes drives, layup missed, rebound, and a foul going the other way on Cyrus Riley.
Over the back.
His first. Zane Garton into the game for Barrett Heston, who has 13 points.
Coaches just kind of doing what coaches do. You know, you try to chew on the refs a little bit occasionally. There's a good balance to how much you do it to try to kind of maybe get them to help you out down the road, or, you know, even things out.
Bates right wing. Zane Garton loves corner threes, and we love them too. 39-35, Garton in his garden spot.
Yeah, and he's not only a good shooter, Zane's long and tall and can defend. He's a good ball player.
Yeah, he is. Wide open three for Winfield, no. Rebound Nash, and that might be on Nolan, hooking with his right arm. And it is, so that will stay with Winfield, potentially a big moment there. That's his second, a minute and a half left in the third. Three-point shot for Hutto, clanks off, rebound dribbles to Bergeson though.
Labette County's got to continue to try to get those rebounds. These extra possessions are scary.
Gibson turns, floats, misses, tipped out by Nash. It stays with Winfield. Statistically, or literally, I don't think there's a difference. But it does seem like every time there's an offensive rebound, the percent chance goes up that they, like the shot they shoot on that possession goes in.
Right.
It just feels like every time a team gets an offensive board, oh, they're going to score. Surely they're going to score.
Yeah, it's a little emotional lift each time you,
And here's an illegal on Cyrus Riley. 2 quick fouls on the big man with a minute left in the third. So, man, if you could just drive at his chest here on this possession, we'll see if Coach Shelton, why do I keep misspeaking there? Coach Shelton pulls him. He does not. He leaves him in. He's not in foul trouble, but if we could get a third quickly, then he would be. Colton Weil wants a three and misses out off of Kane Nash, and Winfield has it. Coach Argabright looks at Colton Weil and approves of the shot and gives him some encouragement.
Absolutely. Colton's a good shooter too, so if he has a look, let's take it. See if Labette County can get a stop here, maybe one more score.
33 seconds, third quarter. Hutto, right wing, defended by Weil. Good on-ball defender. Hutto squeaks by. Nice pass. Layup good by Bergeson.
Yeah, Hutto did a great job of penetrating and making a nice pass, giving them a pretty easy bucket there. It was well done.
Good teams have a good point guard. We have one, they have one. You got to have a good point. 6 seconds, third quarter, and a 5-second violation. Bates was dribbling around the floor, and I don't know who it was defending him, but somebody was suffocating him, and a 5-second violation whistled in with 5 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, you have to get separation at some point, at least a 2 to 3 foot break.
Ball is inbounded. Hutto with room at the cup. Left-hand layup misses. 2 seconds, 1 second. Kane can't get a shot off in time. At the end of three, Labette County leads 39-37. Let's take a 1-minute timeout and return, and we'll give you the answer to the trivia question. So this is your last chance to send in your answers of who holds the record for the most points scored in a single game in Grizzly basketball history. 1-minute timeout on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Winfield starts with possession of period number 4. 2 points is all that separates these two teams. Advantage Grizzlies, though. Hutto for 3. Misses. He has yet to score a field goal in the second half. The Grizzlies have done a good job on him. Kane Nash drives. Good pass to Weil with position. And a jump ball will keep it with Labette County. We had 2 correct answers submitted. One from Brad Smith and one from Scott Morris for the correct answer. So congrats to those two. The answer was John Purcell with a 42-point game in 1996.
I remember.
Here's a steal by Winfield, and they can tie or take the lead with a bucket here.
Yeah, this game's coming down just kind of like we expected it in the first 30 seconds of the game. This is kind of how I thought this game would be the whole time, and it has been. So we'll just see who gets the last possession and how this shakes out.
Hutto wants a 3 and buries this one. You can only keep him quiet so long. He has 14 on the game.
I know it sounds simple to say, well, just put somebody on him, but
yeah,
you can't shadow someone that tightly that long.
I will remember that statement the next time KU leaves somebody unguarded. All right. Labette County does not score, and here comes Winfield left to right.
Camden Good did another excellent job of getting inside and trying to get a shot off, though. He's played well.
Oh, man, and it makes a nice play here. Kind of intercepted the ball from Cyrus Riley's grasp and then threw it off his leg and gave Labette County essentially a steal. What a nice play. Labette County will inbound here in a second. Down by 1 with 6.5 minutes left in the game.
Well, here we go. Back to work here offensively and kind of see what Coach Argerbright draws up here.
Barrett Heston back in the game, left wing. Tucker Rush yet to score tonight. Tough assignment. Misses a little turnaround floater. Almost went in. Nice shot. And Winfield collects it.
Yeah, he did do a good job. Had a little bit of separation there and got that shot off.
Estes kicks out to Bergeson. He'll miss on a 3. Rebound Rush. Bates running right to left. Bounce pass Nash at the cup. No! Rebound pulled down by Gibson. He'll heave a long quarterback pass to Cyrus Riley, and a whistle there is a good thing, as Estes was wide open under the rim, who made the layup, but the whistle waved it off. And that is Tucker Rush's second personal, if I'm not mistaken. Correction, his third, and the team's first of the fourth quarter. Gibson got Heston to bite and laid it in. Now Winfield leads by 3 with 5:45 remaining.
You know, that little pump fake and head fake, such an effective weapon. More players. Really, I know you can't use it all the time, but boy, it seems like it works a lot.
Bates comes to catch. Drives, floater, no. Fights for it, tipped out by Hutto. Labette County keeps possession.
Yeah. Kagan just always has his motor running. I mean, somehow drove in there and got the shot off, and then also kind of got the save from going out of bounds. I don't know. I'm just not sure how he regained himself and got that done.
Kagan Bates will throw the ball in. Looks for somebody. Tries the safety outlet, Kane Nash. He'll throw to Nolan quickly deep in the corner in front of the Labette County bench. Coach Argerbright watches on. Here's a near steal by Hutto. Poked out a play by who? Very hesitant signals.
That's a tough one. Kind of hard to tell.
Okay, it'll be Labette County ball. Down by 3 are our Grizzlies with 5 minutes left. They go into rush. Deep catch, blocked. Rebound Hutto.
I like the effort. I mean, he was down there.
Gibson misses a 3. That was huge. Rebound Kane Nash. Heston, left wing, corner. Bates for the tie. You betcha! And a whistle away from the ball. And it will be a foul. There's a chance Labette County gets the ball here, gets to inbound if it's on Winfield. That's how that works. I've seen it. On TV, believe me. Hey. Yes, basket good. Oh, the foul is on Tucker, but the basket is still good. So that's Rush's 4th. So a shame that wasn't on Winfield. So Tucker Rush picked up his 4th personal foul, but the 3-point to tie the game was good and counted by Kagan Bates.
Yeah, kind of a flurry of events there. You know, you never know what the ref's going to call. And the ball had already left his hand, though, so yeah, they did the right thing in counting that 3-pointer.
That's a good rule. That would be rough if that rule meant that it had to be waved off. Entry pass for Cyrus Riley. Who knew you could throw it too high for him, a 6'9" freshman, but they did. Turnover Vikes, and Labette County now tied the game with the previous possession and can take the lead here.
Kind of a sloppy turnover there, but for Winfield, it'd be good to punish that right here.
Colton Wiles sprints to Heston's hip to grab the ball. It's a set play. Nash, it's Nolan for 3. No, backside Kane goes up and he's fouled.
Man, great position, and Kane can jump too, obviously. He jumps for us to start each game, but big plays. You know, it's funny, plays are important throughout the whole game, but when you get down to the last 2 or 3 minutes, we just put that much more emphasis on each possession.
Right.
You know, they're all equally important throughout the entire night, but I don't know, it just magnifies.
Kane buries the first free throw. Eyes down the second, buries his foot on the line, lets it rip, misses. Labette County, 1-point lead, 4:15 left in the game. Winfield versus Labette County, non-conference game in the middle of the season here at home. Timeout Winfield. What a good game we have finishing up here in Altamont. We'll go ahead and take this one with them. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Winfield basketball fresh out of a Coach Shelton timeout. Ball enters play to Hutto. Jump pass Gibson, he's been efficient. His right hand shot misses. Jump ball forced by Colton Wild. And the glowing red possession arrow points in the direction of Winfield.
Well, how you have to look at that is now that's created the next jump ball in favor for Labette County, so there's a great hustle there by Colton.
A 5-second violation on the entry pass. Hutto couldn't find anybody.
That surprises me with him. He's such a smart player. You know, the ref a lot of times will count. You can hear him say 3. You know, it gets to a point offensively, you just throw the thing, or, you know, in a 50-50 situation.
Colton Weil has the ball left side, triple threat position. Kane Nash for 3. Hit the front of the rim and off. Colton Weil rebound. You guessed it, held ball. Labette County will keep.
Another good hustle there by Colton. Down low where he should be, trying to rebound and just getting after the ball and creating another possession here for the Grizzlies.
Bates inbounds to Kane Nash. Bounce pass to Weil. Kagan comes to collect. Dribbles to the center. Nolan, entry, Weil, working, kicking, Kane, 3, scoring! 46-42 is the score. Labette County leads by 4. What a nice shot, Kane Nash. First 3 of the game.
Yeah, just stayed with it. You know, he's a good shooter. He's confident in that. You know, he's missed a couple here, whatever, and then when we need it, there he is big.
46-42, Grizzlies lead. 3.5 minutes to play. Johnny D, what a good non-conference game. Two pretty even teams yet again. How much fun is this?
The most fun game all year, in my opinion. This has been a blast to be a part of. This stadium is rocking right now.
There's been a lot of really good boys games. I mean, there's both sides, but it seems like every boys game has been kind of electric like this. I mean, just tight and close and exciting, and been a lot of fun.
Winfield basketball. Grizzlies advantage, 4 points. Deep in the paint, Benavides forced to kick it out. Gibson penetrates and shoved off, maybe, but the ref called it anyways. And Coach Shelton turns, hands on his hips, laughing with his eyes shut. And he said, "That's the worst." And then he turned away from me and I couldn't see what he said. Yeah, it's pretty touchy. I'm kind of with you there, Coach. I mean, he made the motion, but I don't think he shoved off. Here comes Labette County. Kane Nash drives, defended tightly by Hutto. 3 minutes and ticking. Bates, stutter step, Nolan under the basket, flips it to Weil. Colton, floater, yeah!
Colton Wild, always, a disciplined person. Like we said earlier, he's always just in the right place offensively and defensively. Good move, good shot. Well done there. Big basket.
That was big. Here's a nice deflection by Nolan Nash. Winfield will inbound. They had a 5-second violation not long ago. 48-42, Grizzlies lead, and now you look up and time is now a factor. 2.5 minutes. Estes drives, errant, good, wow, falling, and got it to go.
Yeah, somehow got that shot off and then was able to get it to go in, so.
They needed that.
Yeah.
Can Labette County respond? Nash got Hutto to bite, throws to Bates backdoor, good look to Weil, up and under, off the glass, yes!
Wow.
Winfield wants a travel. Officials say no.
Man, he went right past Cyrus Riley there. Just laid it in. So Colton Weil continues to be a big impact on the game.
Hutto for 3, good. That's what good players do right there.
Yeah, he wants the ball, he wants the shot.
50-47. Grizzlies lead. Minute 40, fourth quarter. Nash throws to Kane Nash, who's cutting. Outlet to Weil. Backdoor Bates. Blocked. Rebound Cyrus Riley. Left to right Winfield. Gibson. Long pass. Wow. Finds Benavides. Cyrus Riley, left wing, defended by Heston. Minute 20 left in the contest. Argabright claps on his defense. Hutto switching, hovering, shooting, and tying the ball game at 50 apiece. I watched this in Lubbock, Texas on ESPN last night. Deja vu.
Yeah, Hutto continues to impress, man. He wants the ball, he wants to shoot it. Tie game, 59 seconds left.
Nash backing down Hutto. Kick out corner. And a foul called. I thought maybe Coach Argabright called the timeout, but a foul called on Winfield. It's just their third as a team. What a shot back-to-back by Evan Hutto. 6 3-pointers on the game for him and 2 free throws on top of that. 20 points for him. Timeout. Winfield will take half of this one with them. 30 seconds. Great finish on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
What more could you ask for? We are knotted at 50 apiece with just over 50 seconds remaining in the game. Thanks for being with us, basketball fans. I'm sure we have some Winfield Viking faithful on the live stream as well tonight, so we very much appreciate your support, and we hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Grizzly basketball. Labette County will have possession and inbound underneath their own basket. Nolan Nash will key it into Kane. Here we go, 50 and ticking. Bates, left wing. Nash comes to collect it. Nolan looks for an edge, near travel. Kick out Bates, he'll drive. And a foul on Estes. That's now their 4th as a team. So now free throws are just 1 foul away.
Kind of see how this chess match is going to play out. So many different ways, so many different, you try to kind of play it in your mind how this is all going to go.
Ball is in. Nolan Nash deep in the paint, looking to kick it out. He does. Kane Nash right back to Nolan. Grizzlies a bit frantic. Bates gets by a couple men to the hole. Hung and missed. Rebound Gibson. Here comes Winfield. Oh, Bates stole it. And then a foul on Gibson. Kagan Bates. You naughty, naughty man. What a steal. He hovered behind the play just long enough and then sprinted back, swiped it free, and then a foul on Winfield. A game-changing sequence.
He's a magician. He took something that was kind of bad, meaning he missed the layup or whatever. He might have been fouled. He hits the ground, hangs out there for about 1 second, then rushes in behind the ball handler to free that up. Just always thinking.
Makes the first free throw. The second is up and good. And Coach Argabright calls a timeout. Jonathan, let's ring it up. Give him a 60. 60-second timeout. Coach Argabright back in 30, and then we'll talk this through on KLKC.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
What a good ball game we have breaking down here in Labette County High School. Dad, I feel like I've kind of dominated of late. What are your thoughts on these closing minutes?
Well, I don't have anything to add that you haven't said well. It's just been fun and exciting and back and forth. And we've used this analogy a million times, but if these two teams played 20 times, it would be right at 10 wins apiece. It's just good high school basketball. Really, really enjoyed watching it. So 27 seconds, Grizzlies up 2. Winfield's got the ball. I have no clue what's going to happen.
Me neither. Here comes Hutto, left to right. Clock drips under 20. Throws into Gibson. They're looking for Cyrus Riley. Going one-on-one with Heston. He'll shoot and score. We're tied at 52. 12 seconds left in the game. Here comes Nolan Nash. Gives off to Bates. Play on. 6 seconds. Bates. Kick out. Heston for the win. No good. Winfield can get a half-court look off. I spoke too soon, and they miss it short. Oh, Barrett. Oh, Barrett. That pumpkin was halfway down and then spun out of that rim.
My goodness, and Kagan kind of surprised. I thought he was going to take the shot inside there, and he kicked it out, which he should have. Barrett wide open. Barrett's been hot on threes, and Why not go to overtime? I mean, why not?
Let's step aside for 30 seconds and have OT here on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCRadio.com.
We enter an overtime period here in Altamont, all knotted up at 52. How fun is this?
This place would have erupted had that three-pointer dropped, but got to let that go and play on here. Got 4 minutes overtime, and I guess we'll just extend the fun.
So another jump ball to begin here. And this looks like a familiar image. Kane Nash going toe-to-toe with Cyrus Riley. And Kane almost won the opening tip. Cyrus Riley wins this one again, and here comes Winfield with the first possession of overtime.
Yeah, I noticed that too. The opening tip in there, Kane gets right there with him.
I mean, the bucket that they scored, here's Gibson scoring underneath. The bucket Winfield scored to tie the game from Cyrus Riley, I hadn't seen them do that on a possession all game.
Yeah, it was interesting. I can see them going to him for an easy inside shot, but that wasn't an easy shot he made necessarily.
No, it wasn't easy, but I was just shocked we hadn't seen more just one-on-one hook shots from him.
Yeah.
Here comes Bates. Labette County now down 2. Kagan in a lot of trouble. Wow. A foul called on Winfield. At this point, there's really no reason for me to say my opinion. It's just kind of how the night's been.
Yeah, Coach Shelton's facial expression says it all. He's been frustrated, not just this game. He was frustrated during the JV game, sitting on the bench watching it.
First free throw good by Bates. Labette County creeps within 1.
Kagan continues to impress me, though, how he can penetrate the jungle, keep his dribble, get the shot off, get the just constant motion.
Second free throw good as well, tied at 54. Coach Shelton still having a convo with, Shelton still having a conversation with the official, and here's Cyrus Riley throwing to Tag, who hasn't scored tonight. Gibson throws in. Cyrus Riley adjusts, misses. Putback is there, though.
It seems like occasionally when he wants to be more aggressive, he can assert himself in there. Grizzlies,
I agree.
Yeah, need to answer here. I mean, we're good on time, but you just feel like you want to trade punches at this point.
Here comes Labette County. Bates soars and scores at the hole.
Yeah, no one collapsed or left their man to stop the ball, and he punished him for it. So need a stop here. Really need a stop. That'd be a big deal.
Kagan Bates has all 4 of our points in OT. Cyrus Riley scores with ease. And my belief continues. We have not seen this Winfield all 4 quarters.
Not at all. And then the last 20 seconds of the game and the entire
what a pass.
Overtime.
Here comes Weil, a floater to tie it, misses short, rebound, Winfield. 2 minutes to play, Vikings lead by 2.
You know, maybe Hutto hurt us a lot. Now they're going to look inside a little bit. So far, yeah, Winfield's done a good job in this overtime, getting some points scored.
Oh, bad pass by Cyrus Riley, turned over. Here comes Nolan Nash. Nolan throws to Kane, right side. Throws back to Nolan, minute 40 left in the game. 2-point Winfield lead. Kane dribbles between his legs, gets an edge on Tag, stripped, fouled, 2 free throws. And that's part of what I feel like Labette County could lean into. any sort of contact on a drive for us seems to be called a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got so many real slice and dice guys, you know, that can handle the ball and drive. And so we can really strike with about 4 different players really effectively on that. Or more than 4, actually.
Labette County was outscored by 2 points in the fourth quarter to force overtime. Up to that, they had a 2-point advantage. Both free throws missed by Kane Nash. A rarity there from Kane, and Winfield will have the ball after a full 1-minute timeout on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Grizzlies needing a defensive stand here. Minute 24 left in overtime. Winfield leads by 2 and has the ball. Gibson throws it to Hutto. A Hutto 3 is not what Labette County needs to have success here tonight.
No.
He's made 6 of them. He'll drive with a hand on Nolan. No whistle this time. Ball goes into Cyrus Riley. Right hand shot misses, but he's fouled. And they kind of had that coming. They've called a lot on them on the other end. And it'll be, I think Tucker just fouled out. He did. So that's 5 on Tucker Rush, and it'll be 2 free throws for Cyrus Riley.
Yeah, and if memory serves me correctly, is he still 5 for 6? He's been a pretty good shooter so far tonight.
Yes.
Have to hope he has 1 or 2 misses in it.
First free throw for him is a swish. 3-point Winfield lead, minute 8 left in the game. Maybe. Second free throw for Cyrus Riley is no good. Rebound, Kane Nash.
Okay, we'll see kind of what Grizzlies do here. I mean, probably just play for whatever shot we get. You know, we're not going to throw something up or force it.
Colton Weil dribbling. A set play for Labette County isn't there. They have to go elsewhere. Kane Nash is open for the tie. Too strong. Rebound fought for. That's not a foul. He didn't do anything. They're going to call a foul. I'm back. They're going to call a foul on Kagan Bates. And it's going to be Winfield ball with 43 seconds left and a 3-point lead. I don't do that a whole lot. That's out of character for me.
So this is going to be interesting. Now Winfield's the team that's going to probably kind of have to stall or try to burn clock, and we're going to be the team that's playing with our hair on fire type thing. So see how this goes.
Timeout Winfield here with 43 seconds left. They kind of struggled to get the ball in, so they had to call a timeout. And so at the next Labette County foul, it'll be 2 free throws for Winfield. There's 8 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock, just to paint you the entire picture. But needless to say, I mean, a stop here is step number 1 to winning this game. Kane Nash got a great look at 3 to try to tie.
Yeah, we had a few opportunities there. The ball just didn't go down, and So, yeah, like I said, the shoes on the other foot here. It seems like we're normally the team trying to hang on to a lead, and we always talk about how difficult that is. We'll see how Winfield handles that.
Gibson to inbound. Slaps the ball. Is ready to throw it in. Oh, Hutto barely caught it. What a good effort by Kagan Bates. Labette County does have the possession arrow. And it'll be 2 free throws for Winfield at the other end. Hutto, I can't imagine that he's a poor free throw shooter.
I doubt it.
He's 2 for 3 from the line tonight and has 2 coming here. His first one is good.
Okay, Grizzlies. Okay, they're going to drop out. I was going to say, just be sure you screen out. You always hate to kind of get lackadaisical on something like that and give the ball up again.
Second three-pointer or free throw misses. A 4-point lead for Winfield. Nash, quick three, good!
60-second timeout.
Well, if it was for the lead, I would have rung it up. But we're still down 1, so I can't bring Johnny in. But Coach Argabright does call a 60-second timeout with 34 seconds left. What a confident step into it 3 by Nolan to draw us within 1. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Nolan Nash with a huge 3-pointer. He's got 16 points on the game. Labette County only down by 1 with 34 seconds left.
Yeah, you got to love that. You know, it was a deep one, too. And I was kind of curious if Argabright had said something to him. You know, sometimes you just want to try to drive and get a layup. And, man, Nolan, no hesitation, popped it right there. So, big, big, big time shot.
Now the refs are conversating with one another, and Coach Shelton is wondering why. I always comment about the visiting coaches more than Coach Argabright because we sit right behind the visiting bench. So I can kind of see and hear different things that are easy for me to relay to you. But the officials stopped again, and they had a summit meeting, the officials, and it appeared as if Coach Shelton was wondering why that was happening. And now he's going to perhaps get an explanation as play ensues. Ball goes into Gibson. I think you could wait a little longer if you're Labette County. They foul Hutto right away. If you get a jump ball, it's your ball. If you wait, you could get a 10-second violation, or you could foul someone who's not as good of a free throw shooter.
Yeah, and I've always not liked just going up and hugging a guy to get the foul call.
Ball.
Just try to grab the basketball. You got a 20% chance it's a jump ball and an 80% chance it's a foul anyway.
First free throw good by Hutto. 33 seconds remain, a 2-point Winfield lead. Winfield looking to make it 3, and he does. Now Labette County needs another 3 to tie, but they don't necessarily need one here. Kane Nash gets a great look, though, and gets the roll! Kane Nash gets the roll! And guess what, Johnny D? Ring it up.
Give him a 60.
A 60-second timeout called by Coach Argabright. And we're knotted at 62. Kane Nash got the friendly roll, the shooter's touch. Wow.
Yeah, and just like that, the momentum somewhat flips right now. I mean, the the look on the faces of the Winfield boys coming off the court, you know, part of them felt like they had the game kind of. They weren't being over confident about it, but you know how it is. And then to see that three go in, back-to-back threes by Labette County, I don't know, 25 seconds, lots going to happen.
I'm running out of room on my notepad, which is where I keep score. So if we go into double OT, I'm going to be working with a really small sliver.
We're not going to go into double OT.
(62-62). The score with 25 seconds left in the game, and it is Winfield basketball. They have to go the length of the floor.
What's going to happen here? Is Hutto going to penetrate? They're going to throw it into the big man. Sure, Coach Shelton drew something up. We'll see.
16 seconds. Now 15. Hutto lost his dribble a little bit. Bates gambled and lost. Now we've got beat on the backside, and Hutto scores.
7 seconds.
5 seconds. Labette County is fouled, and the Winfield coaching staff is so upset that Gibson fouled Kane Nash. He still has to make both free throws to tie the game, but Gibson thought his coaches were telling him to foul, and when he did, they lit into him, and that was his 5th personal foul.
Okay, yeah.
I can't believe it.
You know, in the throes of the moment when things are nuts, you know, a young athlete did what he thought was best. And
he played a wonderful game tonight.
Yeah, he's an athlete. You can just tell watching him run up down the floor.
17 points he'll finish with. And so Kane Nash has to make 2 free throws to tie this game. He struggled from the line tonight. He is 2 for 7 from the line, with the 2 biggest coming right here. I'll be quiet with the crowd. First free throw missed with 4.6 left. And Coach Argabright wants a 30-second timeout with 4.6 left. So hard. So hard in that moment to step up and make 2 free throws. And so now with 4.6, that is such little time that I think you need to try to miss this one.
I agree. I'm sure he's going to try to bang it off the front of the rim right back to himself or something like that. So, no matter. I mean, this has been a great game. Of course, I want something miraculous to happen here and for us to to tie this up again, but either way, great effort. 2 good teams. Like we mentioned earlier, a great opponent for us to play non-conference. So
let's see if we can't make something happen here. Kane Nash, I'm assuming, is going to try to miss this free throw. He shoots it. He misses it perfectly. Nolan is there, and a jump ball gives it to Labette County. All right, with 3.7 seconds left. So now the Grizz, and that's a decent amount of time. And if you get fouled, you know, hey, a lot can happen here.
Are we going to try to win it right here?
Argabright does have 1 timeout remaining, and he's near the official. I don't think he's going to call it. Here we go. Ball is in. Very smart. Coach Argabright called the timeout when he realized there wasn't a good shot available. So Coach waited. That's brilliant. Instead of calling the timeout to draw up a play, he waited to see if that inbounds play would work.
Yeah.
Genius.
Good thinking.
I love basketball, but then there's been other moments where we have these conversations, and I'm complaining that basketball is the way it is.
Yes. I'm agreeing with you.
Thank you.
Ever since that little tantrum you had earlier, I've been
Yeah. 64-62. Winfield leads. So kind of how we got here, Evan Hutto hit a jumper to give Winfield a 2-point lead with like 8 seconds left. Labette County inbounds the ball. Kane Nash dribbles up the floor and is fouled by Gibson for Winfield. He thought he was supposed to foul, but he wasn't. And so Kane Nash went to the free throw line, missed the first one, so he had to miss the second on purpose, and the rebound was a tie-up. So Labette County is inbounding, down by 2 with 3.7 left. Here we go, no timeouts. Nash set to throw it in.
Another timeout.
And he doesn't.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know if he had a time. He wouldn't have called it if he didn't have a timeout remaining. But I'm just going off of the scoreboard. When he called the timeout earlier, it said there was 1 second left. Or I'm sorry, he had 1 timeout left, and then and it didn't change.
So I wonder if he won't do that where he puts all 5 fellas out of bounds.
Can you? Well, yeah. I don't know if he'll put 5 fellas out of bounds.
That's harder to guard, as we've talked a lot.
Yeah. How do you run and get set for, yeah.
Well, you got 5 seconds to run to a 3-point line and maybe screen somebody. We got to do something here. Okay.
So they're going to line up in like a Great Wall of China at the free throw line, and Bates will throw it in. Kagan, patient. Oh, lob is intercepted by Cyrus Riley. The ball is stolen from him, and then a foul on Labette County. And that will essentially end this game. So hard to throw over the top of the big fella. Great play, though, but his length was just a little too much.
I thought the look was going to be Kane. I thought he was open for a 3 on the left wing.
But pretty gutty win for Winfield.
Yeah.
A lot didn't go their way, and they hung in there, traded blows, and Hutto hit a couple big shots, 2 big threes to tie it in regulation, big threes, and a shot to give them what will be the game winner, essentially. Cyrus Riley's first free throw's good. This one will officially end the game as far as if we can win or not. There's 1 second left on the clock. Cyrus Riley to put it on ice, and he does. So Labette County will fall to 9-6 on the year, and Winfield, an impressive road win for them, advances to 7-9. 66-62, the final score. Winfield escapes Harrison with a win. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Heartbreaking loss for Labette County here tonight, 66-62 the final score. Winfield gets out of here with the overtime victory. Labette County had a couple late, unexpected, miraculous, or one chance to win after the jump ball, after the free throw missed by Kane Nash on purpose. Thought maybe we could get something there, and then the inbounds pass was stolen by Cyrus Riley, who did finish with 19 points and was more of a factor in overtime and late fourth quarter than he was the first 3 quarters. 10x.
Yeah, without a doubt. He was pretty quiet offensively, really, and defensively. It just didn't see much out of him. And then they looked for him, and so, yeah, just what you said. He just came to life then when they needed him, I guess. But, gosh, I'm wore out.
I am too.
It's so much energy from the opening tip through the overtime and back and forth and all the way down to an opportunity to get the ball in and win the game with 3 seconds left. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it hurts, but just amazing competitiveness out of both teams tonight. Just really, really good stuff.
4 Grizzlies were in double figures. Nolan Nash had 16 and hit a big-time 3 to tie the game in overtime. Barrett Heston finished with 13 points. Kane Nash finished with 12. And Kagan Bates had 11. Colton Weil had 4 points. Zane Garton and Camden Good each had 3. Again for Winfield, Hutto finished the evening with 24 points. Cyrus Riley, 19. Gibson, 17. Bergeson, 4. And Estes, 2. At halftime, it was 29-27 Labette County. And then they were outscored 25-23 in the second half, making it an even tied game at the end of regulation. And advancing into the overtime period, Labette County was bested 14-10, giving you your total: Winfield 66, Labette County 62. We'll hear from Coach Argabright here before too long. The road ahead for Labette County is on Thursday this coming. They will host Girard and then go to Independence on Friday. So that's kind of whether it be the beauty of basketball or the downside of basketball, however you choose to look at it. But after a loss, it's nice to only play 48 hours later and try to get back on your feet against a team that we have already beaten in Burlington.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, full week of activities. 3 basketball games, as you mentioned. I think we got wrestling going on tonight, wrestling tomorrow night. Just lots of good stuff going on. So nice full week and kind of get you through the wintertime, all this fun activity at Labette County. And you'll be gone.
Yep, I will be. I'll be at a church conference this week, kind of into the weekend, really. And so John Kohler will be bringing you play-by-play on Thursday. And then on Friday, I didn't receive the name of the gentleman, but a connection through our radio station will be bringing you the play-by-play on Friday evening, with John being unavailable for that one. So a couple new voices for you to hear for Thursday's game against Girard, and then Friday's at Independence. But I'll be back for the games after that and the rest of the season. 66-62. Winfield gets Labette County. Let's step aside for a 3-minute break and see where Coach Argabright is at here on KLKC. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. Winfield gets us tonight 66-62 in overtime. What a great game it was. Happy to be joined by Coach Bradley Argerbright of those Grizzlies. Coach, boys fought so hard, never for lack of effort, right there, had chances until the final seconds.
Yeah, really proud of our effort. We just didn't finish the way we wanted to. I think we got up 6 or 8 there in the fourth with about 2 minutes. Credit to the kid, he hit some good shots. But we've got to get a hand up there and contest a little bit closer, I guess, because he came in and hit back-to-back buckets, and then he hits the one for the game winner. So, we've got to be closer to those guys, especially the guys that can really shoot it. So, credit to those guys that made some plays down the stretch that we didn't. But we just got to do a better job of finishing tonight, and that's also at the free throw line. In the fourth quarter, in overtime, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You go 5 for 10. Really 5 points out there. That's big points. So, and there were points in the game where we needed them too. So, we just got to find a way to make free throws and finish the game down the stretch.
Really did a nice job on the Cyrus Riley freshman for them. And then in overtime, it just appeared as if they finally tried to kind of attack with him. So just how did you view the progression, coming in? I'm sure he was a big part of that scouting report.
Yeah.
And then really did a great job on him. And then just in overtime, he really just tried to really impose his will for kind of the first time in the game. It was just odd from our perspective.
Yeah, part of that was Tucker had some foul trouble.
Yeah.
We tried to front him all night. I think they kind of figured that out towards the end. They just kind of ran some more sets to him, tried to get the ball to him. So he's 6'9". I would run sets to him too. So, we just got to do a better job of once he does catching it, making sure that we're big. And then, most of his points came from his second chances. It wasn't really his first chance. It was the first shot he missed, and second chance he was by the rim and making it on the putback. So, some of that stuff, but you got to get a box out too.
It never felt like we were out of this game, and I think that's a testament to the team that you have and the coach that you are. Just whenever you down 3 twice, I think, late, and I still felt like we were going to tie it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, both times, Nolan Nash for the first one, Kane Nash for the second one. Just big shots, and got 3 or 4 guys that could just go get you one.
Yeah, they hit some big shots there down the stretch. We talked about calling timeout, but they do a good job of getting open and finding each other, and we'll take an open look, especially with Kane and Barrett. Barrett shoots one there at the end of the game in the regulation, and it just goes in and out, just literally rolled out. I thought that was a great shot as well. But the other thing I was proud of is I know I said we went 5 for 10, but one of those we wanted to miss, and we do a good job of we miss it and we get the possession on the jump ball. So to execute that was also a big test. I know we wanted to score on it, but to be able to get that jump ball and then have a look at the end,
right?
The 6'9" kid makes a great play there at the end. I feel like if we get it right over his hands, no one might have a shot there. With the play we ran. And credit to them, they kind of switched up zone and man every time we called timeout. So, just a great basketball game, but we've got to find a way to finish it out.
The nice thing about basketball is in 48 hours, you play.
Yeah.
And it's Girard, a team that we saw just so happened to at Girard and was successful. But, man, you and I both know just kind of how that nature of the beast is. They'll be ready.
Yep.
The good news is you guys will be too.
Yeah, we played them at Burlington, Girard. We've got a big week Thursday, Friday. So we've got to have a great day of practice tomorrow and then get our legs back and be ready to go on Thursday in a big matchup here again. So it'll be a great game, and we've got to be ready to play.
Coach, thanks for your time. What a fun one it was to watch. Got a nice team, and league plays back around the corner, but got Girard first, as you mentioned, on Thursday here at home. Let's go get a win then.
Yeah, appreciate the support. Great game tonight. Proud of our boys' efforts. Go Grizzlies.
Thanks, Coach. 66-62 the final. Labette County goes 9-6 on the season, but we talked earlier that league record not touched tonight, still 4-2, and control their own destiny in the league. But as mentioned, kind of a different type of schedule this year. Before we can resume league play with a big game at Indy, there's kind of a pause in the league, and we're going to play Girard on Thursday here at home. So John Kohler will bring you the Tank Connection pregame show just before 6 o'clock or right around then. This coming Thursday, live from right here in Altamont in Harrison Gymnasium. And so look forward to hearing his broadcast. So Grizzly fans, we appreciate your support as always. Winfield fans as well for being a part of our live stream. That'll do it from Altamont, Kansas. A big thanks to Joel back at the station for making our voices heard. My father, Jack Leake Jr. on the color, and Johnny D, Jonathan Dusher on the camera work. I'm Jack Leake III saying good night from Altamont. Safe travels if you're driving, and as always, God bless.